The scene is set for Perth by night. Rafat and Dexter Johnson have just gotten off the phone with the Toreador Primogen and the Prince. The sheriff has been lining up an array of weaponry, as people have been scuttling around the trench, making phone calls and doing various things. And Rafat kind of nods to Dexter and says, well, do you want to fill them in?
If that is your preference.
Well, you are the Harpy.
Of course, of course. Let's hope I don't leave out anything.
I'll remind you if needed.
Thank you. Then Dexter just makes a grandiose gesture with his arms. Gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. It seems
with it.
Yes, well, please allow me to have my little stage. Tonight we are going to, we're going to go against the enforcers. The prince has informed us that we have to refrain from killing any of them, like previously discussed. Also, if we could avoid any kind deaths, that would be preferable. Now, Miss Martin has been kind enough to hopefully lure some of the enforcers out. I do believe Pinky, Anton, and Alec, was it?
Yes, when she rendezvous with us later.
Yes, I do believe that. The idea was to go to South Guildford, hopefully have them come towards us, so they don't have their defenses to rely on, or at least not too much. Force, of course, is permitted, but let's refrain from final death by Prince's decree. Apart from that, let's see. It's the matter of security that we do this. It's no longer just an investigation. It's now to protect the city of Perth, and also hopefully liberate the Liberators, formerly or still known as the Enforcers.
Alright, do we have a plan in store for trying to catch the puppet master after we pull in the rest of the enforcers?
Hopefully we'll be able to secure some information from them. If not, however, well, if he doesn't have them backing them up, if we go to that fortified location, either he'll still be there, we can ferret him out, or we can potentially try and crowd it out. Even if I get if I can get a very clear description, perhaps even if they're dominated, Leon, you might be able to pluck an image of what this person looks like from their thoughts. If you can give me a clear image and we can find the starting point of his fleeing, I can perform a short ritual and get a very good track until he gets to his location.
Yeah, that should be doable.
Good. I'm going to set a few of my boys around the airport. We need to do, once we have a target, I'll let them know the appearance of the target and we can stop them escaping the easy way.
Fair enough. And the question is, where do we tackle the enforcers?
Well, there is quite a few locations. Suitable spot, nice, open, secure. I'm tempted to use that certain Mr. Musketeers' murder location, that nice abandoned parking lot that's a nice fair distance away.
Why don't we get a stadium or one of them schoolhouses?
We need to have places without cameras.
messy cleanup would take a while, especially people are expecting to come back to an area in the morning.
I'm almost tempted. There are a few of the non-in-use industrial buildings near my spot. We can use the insides of those. I'm in the process of essentially taking them over at the moment. We're not going to find any individuals there. They don't have any power or electricity at the moment, so no cameras.
Mm-hmm. But yes, it would be preferable if they don't have to travel too far, because that does give them more time to perhaps shake off any powers that are used on them.
And my personal domain is one of the closest domains to them.
Well, going as far as domains, if we went to South Guildford, that was a choice. I believe there's a golf course near you. This late at night, it would be free of kind. However, they probably have some night security staff in there, wherever their main facility is.
The problem, though, with an open area is that, well, you're dealing with an open area.
Pretty much.
It's a
With
lot
the
more difficult to
building,
trap someone.
With the building, we can get them inside and we can shut the doors. The doors aren't going to stop them, but it'll damn well slow them down.
Exactly.
And we're talking about a somewhat dilapidated industrial area.
Well, if you think that's the best course of action, Sheriff. The Prince did, of course, say that he feels this is this has to be dealt with. They're a skilled war coterie. But if we outnumber them, we have a plan, and with Lady Martin's help, hopefully we can winnow them down, get an idea of who this individual is, and then make a blitz to the area. I say we have a few acquired cars. Obviously, we can't use previous ones, and I wouldn't want any of our legally owned ones attached to this. If we have some people that acquire a few cars and have them stored nearby.
Can be doable. Doable, definitely.
And so we don't have to go spend the whole night, let's put it bluntly, so we don't spend the whole night having somebody hack computers. Or if that, we'll toss down a few balaclavas. Well, it won't cover up everything, but at least it won't be tracking us by our faces.
Yes.
Gloves, too.
Of course.
How many of us are capable in the powers of obfuscate?
I believe, Dexter, that's you and me.
Not moving.
I'm good enough at hiding in the darkness as anyone, but I don't have any of your special skills.
Well, the less people they see, the more perhaps overconfident they might be, that they can overtake us quite easily.
Right.
One
Rafat?
of them is a Torrid, or if they are getting summoned. I've had this situation where Bruja Elder wants to talk with me, and I suddenly decide to go to a place. And I would imagine Toreador would also, have a high probability at least to figure out what's going on.
Good point, but it doesn't really prevent them from being able to stop it.
No, it just means that,
So expect
we're
them to
probably
arrive.
starting a little less from discussion and a bit more from shotguns.
Rafat will open up. He's also got a box which will have some rags, some sponges, and some bottles. These have ammonia in them. Now, I don't know how many of you were focused at the time when he came out with it, but he came up against barriers which, well, they could be of other means, but they were preventing his sight from letting him look inside the area. And we had evidence that previously there was a rogue Tremere operating with the Anarchs. Our evidence had suggested that, well, his childer, who we apprehended, was firmly under the belief that his sire had fled. It could be the same individual or a different one, but make sure you don't go leaving blood splatter lying around.
Fair enough, fair enough. Let me just make a point of that. I'm not capturing any Rogue Tremere for you. Rogue Tremere are on the kill list.
Well, I'd prefer to catch them live to question them, but if we kill them, I won't exactly be crying.
They'll get
It will be
they'll
far,
get better eventually.
they'll be far kinder to kill them, have them have final death than what we'll do with them.
Now, Rafat, this is your spot. May I bring in the toys?
You may.
Excellent. And he's going to walk out and come back with several large bags. Alright, I had to call in a bit of the old stock here, so some of it's a bit scratched up, but it's all nice, ready for use. What do you guys want? Well, first of all, let's go through the basics. Steaks for everybody.
Of course.
Everybody got a steak?
Yeah, Rafat will take one.
Next, heavy pistols with silencers for everyone.
Pass.
Rafat will take one.
And as well, Leon.
I'll
Good.
take it, but I don't think I'll have a chance to use it.
Could be good for covering fire at least.
Exactly.
Krill, I dug something out of my training equipment for you.
No?
How's a pair of sai?
Ha ha ha. I'm gonna give those a little whirl.
I made them quite a few years ago, but they're still ready and combat capable.
Alright.
Folks, I don't mean to be sure in these heavy weaponries and these really fancy toys you got here. I'll take this. I'll bring in a few different items, and Jonathan goes and brings out his big wooden bat and his violin case.
What's in the case?
Oh, well, it's just the love of my life.
It's a Tommy gun, isn't it?
You can think that, good sir, if you want.
Right, chaps, next step. I got several bulletproof vests, 3 useful Kevlar vests, and 1 suit of full riot gear.
I'll go ahead and take the lowest stock for me.
Same here.
I've got my own.
Right, Gil?
I wouldn't mind a Kevlar vest.
There you go. I'll take the other Kevlar vest. Krill, did I see you interested in the riot gear?
Well, I'm at least curious enough to give it a try.
It's quite a bit of fun.
Just give me something as well. I'll take whatever it is you guys don't want.
I've got the other Kevlar vest left over. Take that one.
While we were gathering some of the things, I took some liberty to go through, and Rafat will open up his phone and he'll show an images. This is what Alec looks like, as you've all seen previously. This is what Anton looks like, which shows Anton reading a book. He is the gangrel. And this is what Pinky looks like. So, if you see Anton coming towards you with an angry look in his face, and he's got his hands behind his back, well, you might be in for some nice gangrel surprise.
Yep.
Wear the armor.
Mm-hmm.
Next step, I have a small selection of unused product over here. Make sure you use them only when you need to. I got a couple of smoke bombs, useful. Got a couple of smoke grenades, more useful. I got a couple of tear gas canister, even more useful, and I've got a couple of flashbangs.
I have a preference for the smoke, thank you very much.
Bomb or grenade, they work differently. One's a sudden smash of smoke, the other one is a constant release of smoke that will eventually choke out the area.
I just need a blast.
Blast it is.
I'll take the flashbang if nobody else wants it.
Yes. Just,
I
Remember, I'm
imagine,
expecting the stuff back if it's not used.
I imagine I'm the
You
least.
have one of them there, flares.
I don't tend to keep flares around for obvious reasons.
Like, alright. And, when
I did happen to have a lovely box of flares, but then a certain bird-shaped individual decided to wreck my car.
Hmm.
I think maybe that one of the other cars may have an emergency kit that would do right for my needs, if that's okay with everyone.
You wouldn't happen to have throwing knives or shuriken?
How many you want? A dozen?
A dozen should be more than enough.
Good.
If you have a half a dozen to go along with that, those are always useful.
That's going to exhaust my stock of throwing knives at the moment, but between the two of you, that's it.
Question is, once we have them acquired, if we get a few more details on them, and we're going for this puppet master, well, going across the bridge, we've already seen how do we make our entry into Guildford proper.
We need to cut off escape routes. I'd like to be anyone can call in some favors, get 2 of the roads blocked off, maybe?
don't have the favors to pull that one off, unfortunately.
I got nothing.
Anyone got a couple of ghouls and some spare cars?
Asher goes ahead and, elbows, what's his face, Badger.
Like, I do have one that maybe the little lady could be in an unfortunate braking accident, possibly.
There we go. I've got
Um,
my guys keeping an eye on the airport.
Actually, since airport was mentioned and we're talking about cutting off escape routes, there's 2 bridges, at least, that are key exit areas, and bridges have a bad habit of occasionally collapsing. If we're on the list of things we could possibly get done in a very short order.
No. No,
Worth collapsing the bridges,
not
but
going to do that. That is a
not
very, very foolish and short-term solution. And we are not at war, we are just trying to reclaim something. Just smash a few damn them there cars on the road, on that damn bridge, that will turn it off. We don't need to destroy it.
Well, yes, we could perhaps create
that's
a traffic accident on either bridge.
create a track of accent. Unfortunately, I know some of the bridge staff. They're union boys. I can call in a favor of one of them and have the bridge jam.
Or close up. Yes.
Well, you see, with the major bit, the bridge has to go up to let the major shipping ships get through to do their business. And I can have that jammed because, well, they're union boys.
Now, here's the thing. That might very well be. And yes, on 3 sides, you're going to cross bridges, but if they go to the northeast, they'll be able to leave by land for quite some time. We can't come across all those bridges. Really, there's only so many factors we can control, especially on short notice, but waiting longer gives them more time to fortify.
Actually, and I'm going to look at Dexter for a moment. Is there a lot of rural area around there? I know that there's no way you're going to control everything in Guildford, but maybe like the northwest, just that small section, if everybody else is covering all the other exits.
Do you mean wildlife?
Yep.
I can try, but I did pick up on the fact that last time I tried this, the animals didn't seem to heed my call. So we might have to
Fair
bring
enough.
them.
Just something to keep in the back of our mind.
Alright, Harris, I'm going to be putting it up to your responsibility to use your own tricks to try find that that puppet master once we get the show on the road. You cool with that?
Yeah, no. Well, our first goal will be to, since we're summoning one of them, just do our best to get them thinking about the person who's dominating them, and then get an image from that.
Would it be okay for the ST to say that Valiente was here last time with us? That Valiente volunteers to cover one of the bridges because we can't cover them all. It's just whatever bridge he covers is definitely not the one they leave by, but his character's actively helping because otherwise it doesn't make sense why he just kind of goes, I'm gonna sit here.
He will just promise that there is no exit from the western western bridge sides because
By whatever means.
No. He's just going to go, well, there might be people in torpor. They're not really willing to talk because they took a bullet to the face, but hey, kindred are known to survive such things.
Right.
If you, of course, have taken any shots, let us know so we can intercept them a little bit of damage to make sure they don't wake up in a morgue somewhere.
Right, gentlemen, if you want to go get yourself tooled up, strapped in, organize your transport, I'm going to have a cigarette outside.
Actually, there was one thing I didn't mean to bring up before people started shouting. How about some air travel when we get the opportunity to drop in? Get a Cessna, a few parachutes.
That could be an interesting idea.
Fancy? Overkill? I like it.
The question is, do they have anyone trained at, say, sniping? Because if so, we'll be sitting ducks.
Well, we get the people that are taking the parachutes to be able to handle a few bullets.
And they don't necessarily need parachutes if they come in low enough. Although that does carry several other problems with, noise complaints.
Well, you just open the parachute lower than humans would.
What, you never done base jumping before?
There
I did it once or twice. Just the first time was enough for me, and the second one was an accident that I did not foresee.
Nothing quite like gliding with the wind and getting the wind to help you move.
Just a suggestion.
However, this time I think they're going to be cutting.
When Lady Martin starts drawing them to her, it's likely they might be convening in that particular, or one of them might be in that particular house we've got an eye on. If Leon is keeping an eye there, see if any of them come out or any other individuals come out as well. Because if they all start coming, he might decide to start fleeing, and you might get a clear image of him then.
Yep.
Yeah, actually, if I remember correctly, there was some construction work in Guildford, although I didn't get a good look at it.
That construction work was, I believe, something that the coterie was working upon and is currently warded against our kind.
Who the hell is... Oh, God, where the fuck are all these wards coming from? Fucking rogue Tremere.
That's why we don't take kindly to them, to make things very awkward.
Mm-hmm.
We like, on the Carmela side, we like to have all the wards on our side protecting us from the other
Fair enough.
assholes.
Yes, I don't suppose you've got a way to scrub those off once we're done.
Depends on the ward. It can be done.
Okay,
But
good.
sometimes it takes a while.
Right, I'm going to take my pre-murder cigarette about now, and then let's get the show on the road.
A vision later on of when they're doing all the different stuff. It's like, yes, difficult Tremere work, you best stay out of here. All the Eldritch forces could be unleashed. Everyone's gone. Sledgehammer. It'll take forever. Woof. Woof.
You see, Asheroth, you son of a bitch.
So, does anyone have larceny, want to roll to steal some cars in case we have to...
Oh, yes. What do you need me to roll, my good sir?
I imagine the ST will probably be asking for Dex larceny for cars.
Difficulty 6.
Okay. Dex larceny. Does lock picking apply?
Yes, it does.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and
wait a second. Yes, it does. If you choose to apply it.
He might be
Well,
focusing too much on the
it's
locks. The alarms will go off.
yeah. Here's the it's usually to do if they go ahead and mess around with the different settings to just plain unlock it. And actually, you know what they do is the crowbar lifts up, and the little knob on the other side lifts up as well if they do it right. And I'm rolling. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, my good sir.
Yeah, no problems. I'll give you 2 cards with that, actually.
Nice.
Keep things rolling.
Alright, 2 cards, my good sir.
Anybody who manages to see Asher doing that, well, he seems very, very practiced. Almost like he could make it a profession of that.
How dare you say such things about Clan Malkavi?
I know. We are not car thieves, unless we need to be.
Tonight, we need you to
Yeah, Asheroth has currently got his kit on his back, his sling backpack, and the trench coat as well, the one with all the mustard stains and other various stains of unknown origin, as well as the gas mask on him. Even though it is currently a crescent moon, he feels the need to be covered.
The handy thing is, when we do, if they all come up and get summoned and they get knocked into torpor, we're running off like the airplanes and going to parachute down and all that jazz. You're like, oh, but who'll take care of it? Oh, well, we've got, Lady Martin. Okay, that's fine with me. If you can't trust the Keeper of Elysium, who can you trust?
No one?
Exactly. You can't trust him. Why are you trusting the Keeper of Elysium?
If you can't trust the Keeper of Elysium, the entire Camarilla structure just sort of falls apart.
No. Camarilla structure actually works because of the distrust.
I know.
The program.
Shall we?
Right, ladies, let's ask the show on the road.
That's my business practice. I also trust him not to stab me in the face because he wants to see my face.
Shall we cut forward to setting up for the summoning?
Yeah, I would like to make an intelligence animal can roll to see what kind of nocturnal birds will be in the area where we are going to set up.
Doves. That's not even something you need to check. Doves.
Doubts?
Doves.
Oh, doves.
Yeah, they're like pigeons, but less diseased.
I'm terribly sorry. Pigeons, but more diseased. There you go.
Alright.
My mistake for using the wrong term.
Alright, then, yeah. I'll be beckoning some of them when we get there.
Alright, you make the roll, you make the preparations, because you're not on the clock. Yeah.
Yep. If there's any kind of elevated gantry-way, I'm going to try and find a good spot to hide up there and, get ready with my crossbow.
So...
Not likely, but if I can get a good shot in.
Hey, gentlemen, give me a few moments. I'm going to go and get the generator going. At least we can have a couple of lights.
Mr. Salvador?
Mm-hmm.
Once fight starts, this is stop. And this is get the hell out. Because I'm going to be wearing a little some ear protection and probably a eye protection too.
Fair enough.
For the start.
Don't shatter my gear too much. I quite like that riot gear.
No.
Only
And
as much as it needs to get shattered.
Leon will probably find a spot where he can, sort of rest next to Rafat, so that he can have a curry mate nearby while he goes out of body.
I'll move some crates so you're basically covered on both sides. But I
Yep.
can keep a bit of an eye on you from a crack.
Yep. And I'm going to spend my willpower and roll for it now.
Alright, and I'll...
Oh.
We're gonna be off, you see, buddies.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Oh,
shouldn't.
First, let me roll my beckoning.
To be safe, I will attach some rope onto an area that looks quite secure and have it ready to be tossed out a window from the upper level in case going downstairs isn't a viable option.
Right.
Storyteller, I got 2 successes on my beckoning in around the industrial area where we're setting up for the particular birds.
It's a bit stingy in the area for even the pigeons, but you get a few of them willing to.
One quarter of the animals within earshot.
Yeah, the catch is 1/4 of animals within the earshot isn't quite that big amount.
No, but
There's
let's-
better areas in the
Industrial park.
to make sure I communicate with them properly, let's make a manipulation.
Right, Mr. ST, I'm going to go to the emergency generator and activate a few of the emergency lights. These should be well within inside the building, so people outside the building won't be able to tell that there are lights in the deeper inside, but it does mean that we have a little something to see by rather than pitch darkness. Sound fair?
We could have brought glow sticks, but yeah.
And, well,
I think,
auspices might be horrible if flashbangs and stuff go off.
Oh yeah. Okay.
John the Barrett can be at ground 0 with his violin case.
To be clear, I know flashbang's been tossed out. I am not using Auspex at any point during this unless I specifically state otherwise.
Until the flashbang gets used.
Exactly.
Doesn't mean you don't have flashbangs. I'll state when I'm using it.
Right, so Dexter will spend some time cawing at the birds, telling them to keep an eye out for more white-looking creatures like himself, and caw 3 times if they spot one coming their way.
Okay. Is everybody good and ready?
I'd like to just make a stealth roll. Take my time getting ready for a comfortable position. I am wearing my armor, which is giving me a penalty. Any bonuses due to time for choosing a good spot, that kind of thing? Chancing my arm.
Nah.
Okay.
Do I need to roll for obfuscate? I don't think
Actively
so.
on.
I get 1 success because 1s are bad.
Oh, let me do a quick stealth roll.
Yeah, I'll be
1, 2, 3,
psychic projected off
4,
towards the location. Hooray!
5, 6. 6 successes.
Wait, who's going to be the bait, actually? Oh, Miss Martin. Yeah.
That's Miss Martin's not the bait. Miss Martin's the one they're coming towards.
Yeah.
Miss Martin has the unfortunate situation of actually putting her into being the bait.
Jonathan's not gonna let his very, very dear grandsire go out there alone.
And with 6 successes, I believe I have a good hiding spot as well, even though I'm obfuscated.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm obfuscate buddies with that guy. You find the good spot. I found the cars.
There'll be 2 successes for Creel's stealth, despite the heavy armor.
Good, good. Right, ladies, everyone's in position. Let's get the show on the road. Miss Martin, if you would be so kind.
Miss Martin does what she does and tries to summon each individual just to at least hopefully get 2, which would very handily force the last one's hand and them coming in a quick fashion. And then the minutes start ticking away.
No, I'm keeping
Now
a
we play the waiting.
Well,
The-
actually,
word construction area. Great. Anyone pop out?
No.
10
10 minutes. 15.
Why did you do that again?
how long should it take to get here?
Depending on how fast they're willing to drive.
Well, that's affected by the actual summoning roll.
Yeah.
The more
I was saying if you were going on a
successful summoning roll,
normal,
causes
just
that they're forced to
casually
come.
driving, how fast?
Making sure to stop at all the red lights and making sure to obey the speed limit, even going 5 miles below the speed limit, just to be safe.
And you first have to go to your car and such.
Because if this is a casual 15-minute journey and we're sitting here waiting 3 hours.
This is definitely not more than 30 minutes.
Okay, cool.
And 30 minutes later, you're probably going to start to have some suspicions. Though Miss Martin does assure you that the call has gone out. And she knows well enough that it cannot be resisted too long.
It can be resisted by those within their higher strength and mental fortitude.
It's not easy. Either way, remember these people, the type of people that, if summoned, they're wanting to tool up and then go. Depending on how powerful the summoning affected them, of course.
Well, I say we only got another 30 minutes before we say this plan with boots and go for something else.
Sounds about right. Let's see what happens.
About 43 minutes and 27 seconds later, from the get-go, somebody was keeping an eye on that in-projects building thingy. So, there's a boss that seems to have seen slightly better days with plates on it that is careening from that direction, heading towards that corner, and going with a decent speed towards south.
Well, I'll pop on in and see what's inside.
3 people wearing white, loading up ammunition, setting up Molotov cocktails in place.
Oh, God damn it.
Come on, that was expected.
So,
They thrown Dave to make Rottrex S2. Saying.
which 3 people are they? 3 people that I recognize, or no?
3 people wearing almost identical clothing. That is for every one of them white, including pallet gloves, or something similar. The fabric of the material looks to be a bit resistant to things.
And the faces?
Hidden under.
Ah. Well then, fortunately, I can use certain disciplines here, such as telepathy. I will simply.
No, or
Oh yeah. Oh no. I'm using telepathy to see what they are thinking of, and also sort of the feel of the thoughts. If this is a mind I've gone into before.
Okay. Do you want to go one by one, or chance it on one roll?
I will go one by one.
Fair enough. Difficulty 6.
And difficulty is difficulty 6, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, that's 4 successes.
The woman of the group seems to be more concerned about how she is going to explain this thing afterwards.
To whom?
Nothing specific. She just knows there's going to be some explaining to do after this one.
Well,
she
I
seems
will.
to be very confused about the. Okay, I'm going to need to explain this somehow. How the hell?
Well, I will.
Cocktails. We murdered people. God damn it.
Let's see here. I'm actually going to. Since I've got 4 successes, I'm going to attempt to spend another one of those successes to get who it is they're going to have to explain it to.
I'll say it again. They don't know whether they're gonna have to. They are just concerned they're gonna have to do some explaining if they want to survive.
Okay. And I'm going to attempt to put in a disguised thought, disguised as one of their own, as, you know, it would be much easier if we could just go see the prince. So, let's see here. I will have to roll my manipulation and subterfuge versus a difficulty of their perception and awareness. So what difficulty will that be?
Difficulty perception awareness. Let's see. Quite a few stats, unfortunately. I need to give it up. 4.
All right. So 4 successes. They think they thought this themselves. And what's their thought reaction?
They'd really, really like to do that. Big. But they're not going to. They're gonna go over there and fuck those fuckers up for daring to summon them. This is clearly an attack. You can actually hear the loop start. There's a second voice telling this mind how this is a clear attack on them. How this just tells them they are trying an assassination attempt.
Okay.
And the mind is willing. Unfortunately, it doesn't get a say in what's going to happen.
Yep. Okay. Well, does one of them about have the same height as Alec?
The guy actually doing the driving seems to be, yeah.
All right. Then I will attempt to go into his mind. We'll see what for whatever difficulty that will be.
6.
All right. Well,
Would it be because if he had to spend an awful lot of willpower to get I'm just saying.
All this in one night? You seem to be... I'm just saying, all in one night. This is all I have willpower to spend.
And 4 successes.
that's 5.
Oh, nice.
So, now I'm going to, first off get a feel for what he's thinking.
There is an annoying tick in the engine on the left side that really should have been looked out, but it hasn't been looked out, and it's annoying. And it's ticked 5,478 times since he took the last turn of the wheel. And it's gonna keep doing it until they get there, and it's driving him annoyed.
Okay, so next up, I'll attempt to put into his mind the thought, if only that bastard would free us. And this one's going to be difficulty of his perception and awareness, which I'm guessing is going to be a bit higher.
Might be a bit higher, yeah. Go for a 4.
Well, I failed. He does know that this is not coming from himself.
If you get any ideas to surrender or assist in any function, we're going in to kill those bastards for trying to make mess with our heads. Right, people?
Glorious.
Any Malkavians, Toreador, or... he has some sort of a growl I'm not familiar with, but that could be the hyped up emotion too. Maybe not.
I'll try once more to put a thought into his head.
Mm-hmm.
And this time I'll attempt. I'll spend a willpower on this attempt. It'll be, and that if it weren't for the goddamn Tremere back there, I wouldn't be in this problem. See if that has any effect. Oh, look at that.
Stop ruling so poorly.
And once again, the mind is a bit on the willing side, except that little spiel stuff. Yeah, the fucking Trivia Prince setting everyone against us after taking over the city. Right.
What I'm actually trying to do is see if I can, basically trying to see if I can get the person who's been doing this, and I figured they've probably removed all memory, but all the same.
Cameron, you botched at one point, so things are harder now.
Yeah, I still spend a... I didn't botch, I just failed.
Just saying.
I didn't. If I had botched, that would be a different thing. I just failed.
Oh,
Trent, go ahead and mute yourself.
didn't botch, failed. If it had been a botch, oh well. It would be the Mulkey fun times for Mr. Leon Harris.
Oh yes.
Okay. My mistake. I forgot you had said 4 difficulty there a long time back.
Okay, no worries.
But all right.
The thing is, it's the you actually get those ideas through the mind you're trying to get them in.
Mhm.
Unfortunately, there's a backup that'll just spin it and keep those minds focused on what they're doing.
Can you even make maybe some kind of perception awareness or perception empty check just to pick up on the moment before that dominate pick comes in? Is there just even it might be quite difficult, but even if there's just a momentarily just before the dominate kicks in, he might be able to get some information from that. I'm just putting it out there because he isn't their mind.
Yep.
Maybe with a roll.
You got a third person you haven't tried to mess with yet?
All right. I'll go into their mind. Hooray! Some difficulty.
Difficulty 6.
All right. Look at that.
All the successes.
All the successes, and insightful probably applies here, because if it does, I've got 7.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a little bit of a thing. Actually, might want to write it to you on the Facebook because, you're not able to inform the other people right away.
Yeah.
Silence.
You're right. The next adventure, we should steal the silence from Doctor Who. Next
Yeah.
adventure? Sorry, I mean That's the entire premise of the game. But with our dominate, we make you guys forget. I didn't remember putting these notes in my blue booking. I'm scared.
I think we're all scared.
I'm worried he's reading the mind of that Tremere. Because he's after subduing one of the guys and he's coming along. And then he's going to start chucking around Lure of Flame like nobody's business.
The other thing only does, because it's not real fire, it only does lethal, but yeah, that'd be bad.
Does it only do lethal?
Yeah, because it's not real fire. It scares the shit out of everyone, but it's not real fire.
It's kind of crap then.
No, it's still good. It still makes them make the courage check.
Hmm. To soak the damage at all, a vampire must have the fortitude discipline.
Yay!
So,
Okay,
I
what
read the whole thing. Lure of Flame we're just talking about because we're waiting
Lure.
for
Yes, lure, but also armor.
it. It is aggravated.
Brom, remember what we said last time to expect?
Uh-huh.
Let me
Cameron?
just throw in for the lure frames that yes, you can roll your armor strike dice to repel the damage as well as your fortitude, but the important bit is the level of their lure frame defines your difficulty. So if they got a very high lure frame, such as 5, you're rolling a difficulty 8, not 6.
If it's 5, it's actually 9.
No, 9, sorry.
Yeah.
Fucking nasty.
Cameron, you okay with the information?
Yeah. I'm guessing the answer to my last question was no.
You see a lot of missing pieces. Somebody did a hatchet job on this one.
Okay.
I mean, we don't need those, oh, that's useful, we'll leave that. Nope.
Okay.
And this is what happens when you say give someone the authority to censorship and a black pen and tell them to use it all.
All right. Let's see here. Checking out about how far is the bus away from where we are?
It's doing a very decent speed, so. And you've used quite a lot of time checking all those. If you wake up right now, you got 10 minutes to prep.
Pikey, I'm putting some coins in my mouth. Special coin.
I know.
All right. Well, I will. Yeah, I will come back now. It's like, get up and turn to Rafat. Yeah, they've had their minds thoroughly worked over, and something, assuming that even it still is Volkov, something's pretty much. It's as if someone went into a library, ripped apart a bunch of books, and then, decided to put a few pages together to try and make a new one.
Rafael will just shake his head, but he'll get ready. I'd like to roll blood potency now. So he says they're near. Difficulty 6.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Nope.
What are you doing?
Did you say difficulty 6?
No, I'm doing blood potency.
I'm doing something else.
I'm doing difficulty 6 for something I'm doing. You're not. If any of you fuckers have Thaumaturgy 3, I'm going to be very upset, and you should start leaving the city or do a coup. Either way.
I vote for Coop.
Okay. Right. So, I am going to.
For the record, people, unless Cameron says it out loud as Leon Harris, you don't know those preps just yet.
I'm dropping my gen to 7th for 2 hours. I'm leaving him to say to the others.
I think at this point, let's see, we got about 10 minutes out. I'll probably, come to everyone where I know their actual locations and, just call out about 9 to 10 minutes.
Okay, Jonathan Bagger gets out his violin case and starts to strum along. Click.
Tick-tock, tick-tock.
I am, since I know they're getting close, I'm dissolving 3 of the coins. Sorry, I'm dissolving 6 of the coins. That'll get me 9 blood points. I'm blood buffing my dex and my stamina to 7 for the scene.
Fair enough. Ashtaroth is going to go ahead and...
7, yeah.
Go ahead. You done?
No, that's done. That's done.
Okay, fair. Right, Ashtaroth is going to take a quick note of the fire buckets around, or any other fire accident prevention kits anywhere around.
It's steel and concrete construction. That's all they need because it's abandoned at the moment.
Sand buckets?
Meh.
Fair enough.
Sand buckets are typical standard for this type of area. But we can also make do with improvisation on what else is in our abandoned industrial sector, because there might be standard, like work, gravel, and stuff.
Jonathan just has his violin out right now and is prepared to start a performance, apparently.
You can now hear the engine.
Yeah.
And at this point, Dexter will blood buff his dex +2.
I'd like to try and hide a bit better now. And I end up in exactly the same position for some reason.
That was the best place you could find.
Yep. I probably shouldn't have hid Leon behind all the crates. Feels a bit mighty fine cover.
Okay. And then there is something a certain gentleman left unmentioned, but you're going to find out now. A bus that's been reinforced for apparently something like this slams in. Full tilt, getting flipped over by a driver who knows what they are doing and still chooses to go with that route. Anybody standing on the main floor has a bus heading towards them.
Cool.
Are we going to initiative time anytime soon?
This would be the surprise round. Well, you're not surprised, except for the fact that somebody is basically throwing a bus at you. So
Roll initiative.
Initiative checks are a good thing to have.
Okay.
Yeah! I'm not going anytime soon.
I am. I only rolled a 5, but that still puts me on 17.
Oh, nice.
Let's see.
I,
So 4. And then what's in Dex? So I'll be at 9.
Mark them up at the counter. That way, I'll have an easier time seeing them.
Okay.
Same place with the dice.
Okay, how do I... Oh, there, that's how I change it. Sorry, it's got to be green.
Fair enough. So, somebody flipped the boss. And let's see. 2, 9. Let's see. 1d10 by a 16. Alright. So their war coterie is active on 16.
I'm really glad I rebuffed my Dex.
Yep.
That is a reminder for anyone who needs it. And I'm guessing everybody was on the lower floor?
So we had specifically a couple of people say that they're on the higher rafters.
Rafat and Harris were on the higher parts because Rafat was keeping an eye on Harris, and Rafat wanted a good vantage point for the crossbow.
Yeah.
I am wherever the hell Dexter was. Obfuscate buddies.
Yes, and I, well, pretty much chose the best hiding spot.
Which will not be on the main floor in such a manner that something moving in a direct line with that size would actually hit you. Fair enough. You're safe, you're safe, you're safe. Is anybody else but Creel taking a hit?
No, I'm there with you. I'm just checking up the feats of strength at the moment.
We're with Badger again?
yeah, I was at ground zero.
Are you going to catch the
Yep.
bus?
Yeah, I might catch the buzz.
Yeah.
I don't want to back
Block
up.
off and have enough potence. Totally doable. That's a horrifying thing. You're going for that kind of a sheriff. The sheriff, you're going to do stuff early on, so no one will step out of line later on, but it
Yep.
might get you killed early on.
Let's see. Sorry, I'm just looking for the feats of strength chart at the moment. It's around here somewhere.
Don't worry about it, just tell me the simple answer to the question. Your effective strength at this time.
Well, my respective strength when it comes to my turn will be added an extra 3 on, well, 3 extra blood points. And I put 2 in it already, so that's plus 5. Plus it's 5, so my strength should be 12.
Holy shit.
Yeah, you can flip that annoying little thing heading your way where you want it. Just tell me where you want it.
I would like to stop
Or
it.
are you just going to stop it right where it is with an
I'd like,
X?
if you don't mind me getting fancy, I would like to stop it as it's come towards me and flip it so it's on its other side.
You want to flip it over yourself, or what?
No. So it's like if I use my phone as a prop, it's coming towards me like this. I would like to stop it and flip it so it's like that.
The roof of the thing is heading your way right now.
Yeah, that means that its left side is facing the top. I would like to flip it so its right side is now the top, basically scrambling all the people inside the bus.
That's doable. It'll happen.
I will say that's my turn.
I will end the turn there because those who manage to stay hidden don't really have that much to do. And the sheriff just saved one Tornado and one Bruja from taking a bus to the face. Not to mention himself.
Okay, I start playing now.
We are in a situation where a bus has just been flipped over and over again, and it's attempted to be used as a weapon, apparently. Not quite that much success against the sheriff, however.
Apparently I can flip buses. I'm going to make a note of this.
On the initiative order, who is the slowest of them slow?
It's on the side there. Asher, then Leon, then
at the
Jonathan,
lowest.
O'Kreel, Dexter, Enforcers, Eric, and then Rafat. The cheating Tremere bastard. You're not 7, Jen. Shh.
If Rafat were a magic card, he'd be Cheaty Face.
Asher, do you want to do something right now, or are you waiting to see if some targets of opportunity present themselves?
Actually, here's what I want to ask you. This bus, does it have 2 exits, one on the passenger side and one in the back?
Yes.
Okay.
At least originally, however, there seems to be some metal plating over there.
So does it look like extra exits have been added to this thing?
You would not be surprised if that was the case.
Okay. If I was a maniac and had all the time in the world, I would probably go ahead and put an exit on the roof of the thing, because apparently this is what they want to do. They want to go ahead and present just a blank wall without a lot of windows. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and lower myself down and prepare to just simply shoot, or no, definitely shoot. I'm going to prepare a 3-round burst at the first target opportunity that presents itself.
All right. Leon.
So I'm going to, because even if I forgot to mention it, it's suddenly coming into my mind. Oh yeah, shit, they had Molotovs. I'm going to try and keep an eye out for where they seem to have most of them stored, so that I could possibly get a lucky shot into there.
If there were glass bottle Molotovs inside that thing, unless they were very, very secure,
True.
they're not in use anymore. Thanks to what the sheriff just did with that thing.
Well, that said, even if they're not in use, it turns out that it still can explode and burn if, say, something like a bullet runs into it.
Yeah, sure it can. But trying to guess where it is sort of kind of.
Yeah. Well, in that case, I'll be keeping an eye out. Probably, I'll shoot at someone once there's an opportunity. But if I see any sign of Molotovs, I will definitely be shooting at those first.
Jonathan
starts, he has his violin, and he's going to start playing that thing like a fiddle. As quickly and as strongly as possible. And for OCC purposes, also spending a point of blood so I can get some dodge actions in if I need them.
All right. Creel will spend 2 blood points to strength and prepare a full defensive for the first round, just in case there's something heading that way. Dexter.
Dexter will. The first person to pop out is gonna get a 3-round burst out of obfuscation.
Oh, nice. Then it's time for some things to start happening. There's a lot of smoke inside that bus, actually so much so that it's venting that smoke from most holes that it ever had. In very, very large quantities.
Oops.
Mm-hmm.
Prince will not be happy if we burnt the enforcers to death accidentally.
What? What? I just flipped the bus on them. Wasn't my fault.
There's a lot of that smoke. Beyond that, anybody who wants to resist certain checks, let me know.
Wait. You described the smoke now. I mean, you probably smelled smoke grenades and stuff before. That the smell of a burning smoke or a chemical release smoke. They smell very, very different. It's very easy to tell the difference.
What smells like wood?
Let me go with the answer of yes. Yes, it is.
Yay.
Eric, things
Are any
you
of them
intend to
coming
do?
out at all that we can see?
No, that
'Cause we
nobody.
did see a driver, if I'm correct.
You saw what the bus did. I did describe it was being done by a driver.
Yeah.
But that's just description. Nobody is coming out during this time as the smoke billows out. Eric.
Sorry, you said it was my turn.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to go for a random luck roll, okay? I'm going to punch through the ceiling of it and see if I can grab one and pull them out.
You're just going to punch in a opening through the, let's see, ceiling, which is currently on the other side to you.
Oh, sorry.
He can punch through the
sorry.
floor. Have you seen his strength?
You could go through the floor if you feel like it.
Yeah, but that involves tearing somebody else through the engine block, and they might not survive the experience.
Not necessarily, because the engine block doesn't go through the entire underside of the. It's a bus.
Yeah. Screw it. I already said it. Like I said, this is a random luck roll, and it's also going to scare the shit out of them that they're inside of this random fist going in, trying to grab one of them, and then coming straight back out.
Roll a D100.
Actually, we do actually have D100.
I know.
I got 50.
Well, we've already established you have the strength to rip something like that open or flip it from side to side until it sinks daisy. However, you don't manage to catch anything that's kindred or anything of that sort. You do, however, tear one formerly a plastic chair straight through a hole that you have just created in the undercarriage of this thing.
Good.
And there is an awful lot of smoke pulling out of that hole as well. I mean, this is ridiculous levels of smoke.
Well, I'm on my turn. Is it too late to spend 1 blood point for celerity?
Too late.
Okay, fair enough.
For the fat, seeing as I can't see any of them coming out right now, I'm going to stay hidden. However, because I'm keeping an eye on that, but nothing just said, I'm going to spend the turn keeping an eye on the area. Not just the eye, I'm listening, because I'm not going to be surprised if someone were going to come through the wall in a second. So I just like to do a perception alertness check. No aspects, just some very, very acute senses. Which ones? All of them.
Go for it.
If it was base difficulty 6, it'll be reduced by 2. So let's look at if it's... Sorry, so before. So if this is tactical, I'm going to be looking at 6 successes.
Yeah, I'm actually going to give it to you.
Yeah.
Everybody is looking at the boss. What does your tactical mind say about the situation?
They're going to set fire to the building, except for they have to come in here, so they're going to come in through another way, basically walk up, tag her, and move back, because they have to come to her. But yeah, I thought, when you initially did anything, it sounded like you were saying there was definitely actually a driver, but that may or may not be the case. But I'm trying to listen for them.
I was hoping that there was at least be one person.
Yeah, I thought there'd have to be at least one in there to get it going in like that.
Very, very likely there is one person, but I'm not giving you the visual confirmation because.
But can I hear? I've got the ears, and as well as peepers, I got ears. Great.
Yeah,
Really
you're hearing something from the roof above you.
Okay. But how many little pitter patters of not so small footprints?
One pitter-patter of somewhat small footprints.
Okay.
Moving in relatively fast speed, possibly.
And they're going to... Well, he didn't mention Molotovs as the thing, so I don't know about that. So I'm kind of tracking them at the moment. Is there a skylight or something?
No, of course there's a skylight. There's always a skylight in an action scene.
Well, I'm getting ready. If I see him, they're getting staked.
I'm sorry, he has a point there. The dramatic laws of the universe require it.
Well, that was my turn was listening, so I'm aware of at least where one of them is.
You can prepare an action should it come to that.
Yeah. If they're gonna basically expose themselves, whether it be if they're even if they're not exposing themselves very much, if they're tossing down a Molotov, they're going to have to break it first. They're going to set themselves on fire. If I see them exposing themselves, I'm taking a shot.
All right. So we start from the bottom of the list. I am trying to make this a little bit faster than some combats go because, well, where were we? Oh, yes. Asher.
Mm-hmm.
All of the smoke in the world is billowing to your face.
Fair enough. Back away. I don't want to be caught in that smoke. Because I've heard of a gangrel around here somewhere.
That might be a very, very sneaky trick to have.
Yeah. I've also got the ranged weapon out. I'm not getting anywhere close to that thing. I expected them to come to me, but apparently they're not doing that. This screws with my plan.
All right. Leon?
Let's see. So smoke's coming out of there, no obvious...
Insane amounts of smoke. No obvious flame or anything of that sort.
Well, looks like they set up a smoke bomb.
A? Please give me some credit here.
Okay, in that case, let's see, are there windows near the rafters?
No, there's a few.
Okay, I will, in that case, trying to keep my eye on that.
Alright, just making certain that there's nothing coming through those windows. Good enough. Jonathan.
I'm going to continue to play the violin like a fiddle, but I also want to pop some aura reading. I want to see where this is. I want to do a general kind of feeling. And the aura I kind of want to get at is those that are what would be appropriate feeling? Adrenaline. There we go. I want to see where all the adrenaline spots are on this building.
What spots? What
I
spots, say
think.
again?
Okay.
Excitement?
Yeah, excitement.
Okay.
So those that have really sharp peaks of activity.
How much of Auspex do you have?
I have 2 aspects.
All right.
You just want to go for a general feeling of the building. Like, only 1 success.
There's a lot of excitement about those you are aware of and can see definitely. Even the sheriff.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much just seeing exactly what I'm saying. Okay. Still playing the fiddle.
Jonathan Creel. Still going for the full defensive. Because sooner or later something's gonna give. Dexter.
Still looking around, and the first person to pop out anywhere is getting a 3-round burst.
Mm-hmm. Enforcers. That smoke is seriously thick. It also smells relatively wild. And for a note, should have anyone been using heightened senses around that smoke, they would have been experiencing something called nausea about now.
Yay!
There are some flickers of light inside the body of the bus. And there is a groaning sound as the undercarriage of the bus starts to give in. There's absolutely no visual cues to this because smoke. All of the smoke. And as if on cue, let's go. Rafat, you had a prepped action.
Yep.
Well, somebody is definitely opening fire.
Okay. Can I get a shot at them? Just general wherever. Are they getting cover? Don't know.
They are getting cover. You're rolling at a difficulty +2 because they're not really that exposed, and they are rolling at difficulty +2 because, well, they're not really aiming that much. They're just strafing an area.
Yeah, let's see.
All the ones.
Fuck, that is sickening.
You still got a success.
No, I didn't. Cause it's
No,
difficulty 8.
difficulty 8.
Yeah, I
Which
got
case
2
sucks
ones.
to be you.
That is sickening. But that was my prepared action.
Don't worry, you're gonna get another action in very short order. However, 8. Now this doesn't go on those Windows things because this is from the above. But Bram, do you want to go for the
3-round burst?
Yeah?
Yeah, sure. Let me roll my ambush. die because I'm still obfuscated. Difficulty 6 for both, I believe. So that's 2 successes on my side, and that's perception of it just for.
Carry over. This person isn't even bothering to lock properly, so I'm not giving them the option of reducing your dice for that.
Okay, that's nice. Difficulty is 7 because I'm doing a 3-round burst.
+2, they have cover.
And I fail. And, well, let's break my obfuscation. Bam.
Damn it! I should have rolled. I should have rolled for my ambush, and we get an extra dice. Essentially.
Yep.
Oh my. So, these ones are annoying.
They're spraying.
What is a strafe?
I'm guessing it was a strafe.
Yeah.
Because strafe is +2 and cover is also +2.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, 7 and 8. I'll skip the 7 and 8. 6 successes. Clear?
To be fair, myself and the sheriff should be getting a chance to go before them. In our proper initiative order.
To be fair, you'll get to act on them
Yeah, fair enough.
because.
I just don't want us to die.
Oh, come on, this is just some little automatic fire from a machine pistol. It's not gonna hurt that much. 5 plus, I said 6, 11 dice.
That's gonna hurt.
Yeah.
Wait, no, wait.
3, 4, 5 dice shared between Rafat. 5 points of damage. 1, 2, 3. The sheriff, Rafat, and Creel and Bagger all have to soak 1 point of damage. That's what you get for strafing.
Yeah, so like a boss.
I just about so. Oh dear God! I soak that 1 point of damage. I surely do.
Bit too close to comfort.
Yeah. Hopefully, the rest of my dice rolls now are going to be fantastic.
Sufficient. No problems here. No problems there, I take it too.
I took 1 point, but it gets reduced still.
I think you did have the active defense, so if you...
Yeah, I did. So, I'm just gonna roll.
All right.
I dodged a bit. I'm good.
Yeah. Sheriff, did you soak it like a boss?
Like a boss.
Okay. So the opening salvo happens as the undercarriage of the bus screams, giving in to something.
Does that mean someone literally coming out of the under part of the bus?
That might be what's happening. You have absolutely zero visual cues thanks to the...
It's fine.
all of the smoke in the place. All right, next things. Oh, there we go. Eric, Salvador gets to go.
So there is a guy above us shooting down us with a SMG.
And didn't feel like an SMG bullet to Mr. Salvador over there. Felt more like a tuned-up pistol.
What's the ceiling made out of?
Not that very, not quite so thick metal.
Using my knowledge of crafting and materials and stuff, I just went full auto on the underpart where that guy on the roof is standing and shooting. Would it likely cave underneath him?
I will not go with a likely, but it definitely would have a chance to seriously, number one, inconvenience them, even if they didn't fall off, and theoretically has a chance to bring them down.
In which case, I would like to spend 1 point for celerity, and I'd like to make that happen.
All right, first action.
Well, okay, so are you doing that with your celerity action, or what are you doing with your...
No, that's my normal action. My celerity action will come in a bit later.
Okay. I'm guessing this is a stereotypical warehouse. We've got kind of galvanized roof, we've got screen light, whatever. I'm guessing there are big metal beams supporting the entire roof. Now, if somebody had their decks really supercharged up, would it be feasible? I imagine I'll have to, for my running section, I might have to do an athletics check to run along one of these beams, jump up, and because this guy's standing by the edge of the roof, drive my knife into him, and hoping then I'm fully accepting what's a driven knife, and I'm just basically hanging my entire weight off it. And I'm going to stand there hanging with him, which is going to be terrifying. Or, more likely, if I get it in, my weight on them suddenly side by side is going to completely throw them off balance and drag them down to the floor with me, and we're both going to have a nice full drag down to everybody else.
Did you just jump into my line of fire?
Yes, you did.
Fine.
Yes, you did.
There you go, Rafat. Go for the dexterity athletics.
What a
Please tell
hero.
me you did boost your
Oh, yeah.
strength a bit.
This is
No.
jumping straight.
This is Dex. I'll just get the knife in. Once it's in there, we're fine. So Dex Athletics you wanted first.
Yeah.
Okay, take away from the 1. That's 3 successes. Should be over there.
Nice.
And then sliding that knife in. 1 second. Just want to double check. Is that there?
That is actually 2 actions, but I'll let it pass because
Okay.
rule of cool.
Okay. And sliding the knife in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I don't believe the defensive action.
Well, what you believe and what you know are two very different
would they like to
things.
roll defensive action?
No, they wouldn't.
Yeah, I was guessing. So that's 5 plus ward versus kindred or ghoul, plus knife, plus strength. The ones. Wait, the ones stay away from damage. I'm never sure if we have.
Yes, they do.
Be willing to accept it.
Oh, for fuck's sake. What is with the ones
No
tonight?
damage. No damage.
Well, I got it on target anyway. It's stuck into their leg. It's not hurting them.
Wrong. You didn't do damage. It
Okay.
scrapes across these fair skin and white clothing. The clothing giving somewhat of resistance that for some reason seems to totally spoil your perfectly aligned attack. You're going down.
Okay, so
This is a benefit of being out of the way of my 23 dice attack.
hey man, if I dragged him down, we would have both been out of the way of the attack, but he'd be right in front of you for your celerity action. So I'm probably not falling a terribly large distance, but it's still time to soak that bashing damage.
Yes,
And then
I'll go with a 3-point for landing.
Ooh, that's actually pretty nasty. It's higher than I thought it was. And ones. Fucking ones. My armor doesn't count here, so I'm taking 1.
Armor counts for half.
Ah, okay. So I still have. Is it half rounding down or up?
Rounded down, I have memory stops. But if you have 3 points, you get 1
One!
point.
What the fuck is with the ones? Okay, I take 1 point of bashing damage. The fuck? What is... I'm sorry, this is ridiculous. I mean, high-key bitches and
It's your
what
night,
the
Kevin.
fuck?
It's your night.
If I'd pulled that off, that would have been fucking awesome.
Kevin, that's how I feel most of the time.
Will you at least give me when I come down, they will see I have a chunk of pants attached with a little bit of blood. It's like, just that close.
Nope.
Screw you. Bad you.
No, I'm not giving the Tremere a blood sample. Sorry.
Okay, not the blood. Just give me some of the pants.
I will give you a shred of white cloth that might be identifiable later on.
Cool, cool.
Cool. And I'm on the ground.
Yeah.
Now, Eric, now!
Yeah, a heavy pistol, full auto, you know the stick.
Go for it. I would say a +2 damage, +2 to the difficulty due to the fact that they're basically getting a full cover against your attack.
Yeah, but I'm not aiming at them. I'm aiming at everything underneath.
So give it a +1 instead, and I'll give them 1 point of chance to soak better than they had.
Well, those ones count. Remember, I'm specifically trying to collapse the thing underneath them. But yeah, I get 2 successes.
So you're actually still hitting him.
And not enough to... Well, that's actually for the successes. So you have enough successes for the hit to go, so roll me a damage. You will want to hit around 4 or 5.
I got well, remember, I was mainly aiming for the area underneath them to collapse it. Anything extra is just bonus to me.
Yeah,
3 successes or damage.
I'm terribly sorry. You're gonna get the cherry, not the cake.
I'm sorry, I'm going for the... How the fuck do you miss the roof?
I'm pretty sure you hit the roof.
No. You hit the roof. The roof doesn't give in. However, the person behind the roof is currently having some problems, thanks to some nutcase firing through the roof without aiming. Speaking of ones, Kevin.
Well, well, you know what? If they fall over and into the hole...
Works for me.
That's 1 success on soak. That was 3 points coming their way. That's 2. Brunt down. That's 1 point of bashing. That's not going to slow them down too much.
It still made my point, and I still have a celerity action for later.
Yes, you do. Would you like to go for that celerity action?
Yeah, you know that guy in the bus?
I know that noise from the bus.
Well, the person firing through the rather large gap that's quite obviously there because you wouldn't be able to fire through it otherwise.
They weren't firing.
I thought
fire came from above.
Just the fire.
that fire came from above. Okay, fair enough.
No. What the boss is doing is screaming in agony.
I'm going to give the... screw it. Let me hold on my action, celerity action for everybody else's action to actually take place, then I'll decide.
They've already done. This is the celerity action.
Oh, okay.
Toss me, Salvador, toss me! Nobody tosses a Tremere.
I throw the Tremere at it, back at it.
It'd be so funny if you didn't. We're like, Rafat, get the what? Wow! It's like, goes past the moon. This is definitely a masquerade bridge.
It wasn't
Like,
me.
doesn't Alec just look up, just kind of going, "This is so bizarre, just completely broken all the programming." Thunk. And still, with all the bullet holes and 2 people on the spot of a rocketing Tremere, the roof still won't give. Just fall off.
Fair enough. I know what I'm doing.
I have a plan as well.
All right.
Okay.
You want to use the celerity action, or is it going to waste?
Well, first of all, for celerity action, I have to be able to do the. I don't know the difficulty for the reload action.
There isn't a difficulty, or do you mean
There is a roll that you make so you can reload and fire.
there is? 1 second, I'll see if I can find it quickly.
I would like to do that and give them the next.
Reloading. Reloading takes 1 full turn and requires the character's concentration. Any other maneuver, reloading can be performed as part of a multiple action.
You
I remember
probably
we
have to
had a-
your dice pool.
There is one. They do have it in the rules. It's
There
just
was-
it's really tucked away somewhere bizarre.
Yeah, we've used this in fight scenes before.
Yeah. I think it's a Dex firearms like difficulty 6 or 7, but it really is. It's a very useful rule, but it's not terribly well laid out.
Dex firearms difficulty 7, so we can keep this thing moving.
Okay. You see that huge pile of successes?
No. I
1,
refuse
2,
to
3,
see it.
4, 5. Okay, let's give them the next full auto boost.
All right.
Fucking ones.
Unfortunate.
Okay, I hit.
Just barely.
Yeah, this was difficulty 8. I'll be laughing. But apparently, roofs are hard to hit.
It's actually difficulty 4 to do it while you're doing something else.
Oh well, either way. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 points of damage.
Which will be enough to bring the roof down.
Well, hey.
And they might take some damage.
And
And a fall for extra damage.
they'll be taking some damage from the fall because you got the cherry already. Now you're getting the cake. Be happy.
See, at this stage, it's pretty clear. It's like, yep. There's competence I remember. Fuck the stakes, just stab them. They'll wake up eventually.
There's competence as I remember. We're kind of having to readjust and readjust and readjust.
The problem is,
soaking like a boss.
the problem is we're trying to take them alive. They are trying to give me a final death to us. That's a real disadvantage for us.
Mm-hmm. The lady just drops down. Doesn't seem phased at all.
God damn it, Pinky.
Don't worry, I got this.
Alright, action time, ladies and gentlemen. We're reaching the next round.
Yeah.
Time to start rocking things in the proper fashion, which means you will now declare an action. However, it will not happen until I call it in. Asher.
Right. I'm actually really interested in how Pinky got on top of the roof. So, unawares and unseen by anybody else, I'm going to actually exit the building and look at the exterior, see if there's any rope or rooftop access that I can find.
Well, I'll let you know later.
Fair enough.
Liam?
Let's see. We've got. So far, the only person we can see right now is Pinky up on the roof.
Pinky down from the roof.
Oh, Pinky is now down from the roof. I think at this point, Pinky is very well going to be taken care of.
Bang, bang, she shot me down. Bang, bang, I hit the ground. Bang, bang.
Stop singing in Shankar, you stupid tornado! Also, why is he just playing a fiddle? He would have never made it through the siege. We had a guy like you who used to play a piano. He'd almost never shut up to the fights, and eventually somebody shot him a bazooka. And I'm pretty sure the guy with the bazooka was on our side. None of these things are said. None of these things are said by Rafat.
Rafat's gonna snap in one of these nights.
So all right. So Pinky's taken care of. I'm going to keep an eye out for the other two.
Well, there's a lot of groaning metal noises coming from the boss. That's very hard to see thanks to all of the smoke.
Yep. Which is why I will probably also, while I'm at it, move towards the nearest window.
All right. Let's see. Jonathan.
Okay, few different actions. I'm going to spend a point of blood so I can do a celerity action so I can get it at the end of the round. Flare. Gonna throw it at the bus.
All right.
What do you want me to roll for that, good sir?
I'll
Not
call
yet.
it. I'll call it in when it comes time for it to happen. After
Okay.
Jonathan, Creel has to declare. Creel will be declaring a use of a full defense action. He's not going to be going or doing anything or wasting blood just yet. He wants a clear target.
Alright.
Dexter.
Dexter will split his action. One part will be hopefully vanishing behind a high beam, and the other one would be taking a shot at Pinky.
Ooh, you're nasty.
All right. I'll call that in a few. The enforcers. First of all, Pinky will be using 3 blood points.
Pinky
To
was
activate
8
his
fucking
celerity
again.
actions.
Nice.
Celerity actions.
What's your for main action?
And for the main action, do a few somersault-like flips, trying to make a full defensive action.
Okay. That works.
Meanwhile, hey, Mr. Salvador, it seems Pinky is about to go very, very gun-happy on people.
Nice. Can I tell who she's about to go gun happy on? Is it me?
Not just yet. See, it's celerity actions. I don't need to declare them just yet.
Fuck it, I'll spend a blood point and celerity action and go.
So what do you do for your main action?
I believe I spend a blood point and celerity action, and then I go and stake her, which is my main action.
Okay.
Oh, good try. All right, and then we come to. Did we miss Leon? No, we didn't. Rafat.
I'm gonna stab her. To put it bluntly.
You're not there to stab her.
Didn't I fall down? She fell down from a similar area. Why?
Oh, I have my mistake. Right, you did fall down. You are there to stab her if you feel like it.
Because she won't be flipping until her turn. So I'm gonna stab her, and if all else fails, I'll be taking away dice for the sheriff's staking attempt. And if I take her out, well, that's cool too. Am I coming at her from the side, from behind, or from the front?
I'll give you a side. You get +1 die.
Yeah, cool. Rolling. Oh, take it away.
Ooh, not a bad roll.
6 successes. And I believe she's taken 2 bashing damage, so she should be taking a penalty for a dice pool. 1, but still, you know. Damn celerity
And
bastard.
all the dodge is about to happen right here. All the dodge is about to happen.
Well, the thing is, she just lost 3 dice of dexterity through activating that many celerity actions. She's getting stabbed, which means she uses another dice when I go to stake her. And she's got one for the wound penalties if she has any, putting her to the ground, -5 dice penalty when
My
I
go
try
isn't
to
over
stake.
yet. I probably should have said it earlier. It's up to ST whether he'll allow it.
By the way,
And
you
I'd
didn't
say spending blood points for strength.
I'd like to hear those blood expenditures first.
Okay, my blood expenditure will be one blood point to heal, because I got one bashing damage, and you don't want that to mount up, and 3 blood points for strength, so I'll have a strength 5.
Okay.
You're hungry, aren't you?
Actually, no. I prepared some coins last month. I've gone through most of them, and I have some still in my mouth.
He has all the blood points.
He has more blood points than the sheriff right now.
Oh no, the sheriff is running a little bit low, but I'm not packaged just yet.
Things are gonna start getting very, very interesting.
How's her defensive roll? I'm worried. Also, there's 2 of us against her, so it should be difficulty 7.
No.
There's 2 of us in close combat.
Eric has not actually moved in just yet.
Oh, he hasn't, but his turn will be difficulty 7. Still, gotta stack those modifiers. Seems to have only seen one of them, and I still feel like they're kicking our asses.
Okay, reducing a few down. 1, 2, 3 successes.
Okay.
Yeah, but 3 successes.
So 3 success hit, that's 2 extra damage. Ward, knife, and strength.
Really, Mr. Sheriff? We tried to take them alive.
Hey, I'm probably not gonna kill her. I'm gonna knock her into torpor burst. See?
God damn.
2 successes for damage. See, I told you, it's only a light.
Why don't you take that 2 points and go away?
Yep, but I get a decent slash in, just not necessarily the amount of force you'd expect behind it. You don't know if blood buff yet, stop judging me. So I
There was
believe
a combat premiere somewhere, I heard.
there is. If only he'd show up for these things. Although it's pretty late for him actually in his time zone. So then there's the sheriff. There, I've reduced her defenses. She'll be difficulty 7 to dodge now. She can one less dice.
Okay. Leg attempt hits 4 successes.
That is a bad place to pick a 1. 2 successes reduced.
Okay, 2 successes. I get an extra 1 for damage. My strength hasn't dropped yet.
Please tell
fits
me potency.
I forgot to spend a blood point.
Damn it. Still, you got a nice big dice pool.
Let's see. +1 for the stake, plus the huge amount for the strength, +1 for the damage. That's 14 dice. Also, I have a strength speciality, so that counts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Those ones are gonna kill her.
She's gonna get staked.
2 soaked. But
It's
not
staked.
enough.
Thunk.
Thunk.
So it's just like as she's beginning to go backflips, I was like, whoop, and then it's like a really embarrassing backflip.
She manages to do the half of the backflip, gets staked and driven to the ground. That was a bad way to end the backflip. So, very cool. I'll give points to the...
Very cool.
Meanwhile, don't you worry about this little open. That's unfortunate. 1, 2.
What bad thing is happening right now?
Bad things. Bad things.
All the horrible things.
And then we move on to the action to be done by
Dexter.
Extra, I believe?
Dexter. You still want to take the shot?
No.
That would
No.
be harsh.
That would be harsh indeed.
But you'll manage to activate your obfuscate.
Totally ruined my knife.
Yeah.
Bang.
Yeah, because, well, if I don't have to roll, that's cool. Then I'll just be obfuscated instead.
Yes.
There's no Dexter.
No Dexter here, no Dexter none. Down along the list, we come to Creel, who is letting you guys deal with that and keeping an eye on the seriously vision hampering smoke or smog coming out of that boss, along with the noise levels that are going up. If somebody had Auspex, this would be a time where I'd start asking stamina checks. Meanwhile,
Stamina checks? What the hell?
All right.
Jonathan throwing something at them.
Directly into the sounds of the bus destroying itself.
Ooh, dexterity athletics to throw it? Is it one of those flares that actually burns? Oh, goody. This'll be fun.
Oh dear God.
Tell me which one.
For everyone.
Tell me
Boom,
which one
boom, boom, boom.
first, the athletics or the courage.
Dexterity athletics.
Okay.
Throw it in. You are throwing it in blind to a hole based on the sound. If you succeed in difficulty 8 or 9. Kevin, opinion?
Has been enough for that. There's not really. Have the windows shattered?
He's throwing it through the hole.
That's not a
He's
big
seen
hole.
the hole, but
It's
he isn't
gonna.
seeing it anymore.
It's gonna be 9. It's gonna be 9. I'm
9.
gonna do it.
Okay, in that case, Auspex, I will take the damage from my eardrums bleeding now.
Very good.
Thank
You can reduce with your heightened senses the difficulty to roll it because you can just hear so very well the noise coming inside.
Okay, rolling at 7 difficulty.
Oh, you do that.
Well, hey. Fucking awesome.
Question: does the Swift specialty count here? Probably not.
It doesn't count here, but it doesn't need to count. One success is enough. The rest is just gravy. There's this flaming torch that goes in, and anybody using Auspex or who has heightened senses, thanks to a merit in hearing, kindly make a stamina check.
No, thank you.
Straight up stamina. Okay.
Well, if you have earmuffs.
I do acute senses. Like I said, I'm not using my Auspex for heightened senses, but yeah, I got a lot of successes. 5.
Yeah, you're not in any trouble. How's Mr. Auspex there?
I got two successes on my straight stamina.
You are not taking any penalties to your actions, but from this moment onward, until I say otherwise, you're not hearing anything.
Okay, death condition, awesome.
Wait, what? I didn't hear you.
He is definitely hearing things. It's the sound of a.
No, that'll come back as the memory starts to make its way back in. You're not hearing anything right now. You might be hearing in the near future. Because the bus explodes.
Yay!
If there were Molotov cocktails there, yes, there were. They had some time to cook up. there were some other things there that were put in by somebody else. Everybody gets to roll for a trek.
Thank you, Cameron.
What difficulty?
This is a sudden conflagration. I'll say a 7.
I'm
No one told
spending
me
the
there were
willpower.
Molotovs in there, by the way.
I am apparently frenzy.
Spending
2
the
successes for me.
willpower.
Frenzy?
Yep.
Not
Yay!
retro. Okay.
No, I don't raw trek. I frenzy. I'm unhappy with them.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Right, let me roll. Do I get a reduced difficulty since I stepped away from the explosion? Or is it still, you gotta roll it?
Uh, that's fine. You take just I said 7, did I? So take a 5.
Okay, I'll take a 5. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Nope, running, screw it. Fuck it, running.
Ah!
I don't know if this breaks my obfuscate, but I'm running.
It probably will.
It will not, because in Red Trek the beast will do its level best to stay hidden.
Awesome.
So, unless somebody gets in your way, it won't.
1 success on my front for my willpower expenditure.
Well, sorry guys, wasn't much use in this fight.
No. You were doing something very, very important. Unfortunately. Okay. Anybody who scores successes, I'll let you have it. Rafat, you are very, very annoyed.
I know what I'm doing on my turn. I'm spending willpower points, and I'm going to be looking at the sheriff, and I'm going to go back. I'm going to go away. If I don't look happy when I come back, stake me as I storm into the darkness and hope I don't go near any of my allies. Because I'm pretty sure, the thing is, if Sandair is like, I'm frenzying, I like Salvador, I like Pinky. I don't know Krill that well.
Down,
I was like, I'm definitely attacking Salvador. I'll be honest, there's a possibility I might attack Pinky, but Krill, we had a good start, but it's like, it's such a mercenary. So yeah, but we'll get to that in my turn because he's not looking happy.
I'm going to go and drag Pinky away from the fire.
No, you are being a hero, I tell you, good sir. So I'm somewhat sorry about what's gonna happen next.
Oh, bring it on.
Oh god! Trinity, it's Zooster all over again! Not Jared again!
I said at the beginning, it's Zooster all over again.
Why all you did was the problem is when Rafat looked back at this, I'm sure you've done some other bits, but all Rafat will remember is he played a fiddle and then he started a giant fire.
No, that's exactly what I did for this fight.
Next time we meet him, we'll be like, "What's up, Nero?"
That needs to happen. In a scene. I
By
expect...
the way, Heike, I see you've rolled dice.
Yes, I have. Mr. Salvador? For some reason, part of Pinky's clothing very quickly catches fire.
I guess I'll start rolling her over.
No, you need to start tripping her.
Do you want me... what level of fire is this?
That's 2 points of damage to Pinky.
I'll start rolling her over to basically putting the fire out there.
Secondary... Do you have fireproof clothing all over?
Mostly. You see, Kevlar is fairly fire resistant. And I'm quite willing to have you roll a bit of aggravated damage against me in order to put my clanmate out.
Alright. 1 point of aggravated damage.
Congratulations. What level of fire is it?
It's doing
That
2 points.
I know is
Pinky, so it's not that big.
no. It actually affects the difficulty of my fortitude, and then I follow up with sand roll of my armor.
40 difficulty 4.
Difficulty 4 on fortitude, 2 10s.
Okay.
So I ignore the fire with my superhuman stamina, and I'll put it out on Pinky. Sound fair?
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm probably going to be shot while I'm doing this, but up to you.
Yeah, are we still in initiative?
Yes,
Okay.
we are. Where were we?
Oh, question. Do we get any perception awareness tests?
Why would you?
Oh, no idea.
I might know. People so tasty catching fire. It's like something I've seen people in my clan do.
I've totally never heard about Shamir throwing fire at people.
Never seen it happen, have you?
Most
Well,
of them before
no,
that
you're
don't
not
survive.
getting perception awareness for that. Eric, Rafat, Enforces, Dexter. No. Are we? That was Creel, Jonathan. That was what the sheriff will be doing. Leon. Somebody caught on fire. Now it could have been from the huge flame of fire that used to be a bus, but you kind of suspect it's not.
Yeah. So can I attempt to roll a perception and awareness to try and find where it did come from?
You can try.
All right. Well, if the difficulty is, say, 8 or lower,
Well, let me tell you that with that amount of success, you do not sense any supernatural things at play.
okay. In that case, watching for let's see. Yeah, no one else besides Pinky that is wearing all white has shown up, or that isn't very obviously one of the rest of the people here, I'm guessing.
Not so far.
Okay then.
Then again, that doesn't necessarily say quite that much.
No.
Especially with this amount of smoke about.
Mm-hmm.
For the record, anybody making perception checks for with your vision, add +1 to the difficulty. Anything else Leon wants to do?
Nothing. Is this? Are we on a new round or?
No. Follow up.
No. Then I'll just be moving towards the window along the rafter, like I'd already planned on doing.
Asher.
I believe I'm cross tracking. I believe I'm running out of the building. But
Have
if you
fun.
will allow it, I'll spend a willpower point and try to regain my composure again. If you'll allow it.
Yeah, well.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see if I come to my senses anytime soon.
Wait.
Yeah, that's a little bit better.
You'll be back in game in the next. After the next round. I'll give you that much because you have to come back to. Going in the order of things, yet again, we're skipping Asher because he's not available. Leon?
First off, I'm going to do blood buff dex +1.
Wait. That's celerity actions.
Oh yeah, celerity actions.
Who had celerity actions? Jonathan?
Yo.
Okay, Jonathan declares first, Salvador does first. Pinky would do, but unfortunately she's not in condition to do.
Okay. Can I get a perception plus alertness to see what the fuck is happening? Because I'm deaf right now.
Perception alertness, difficulty +2.
So it's at a +3, so I'm rolling it in.
No, +2 total. Big.
Okay. Cool. Can I roll that now? Yes or no?
Roll it now. Just remind me you roll it now.
Okay. Oh, he definitely sees something. He's got his eyes on something right now. He just doesn't know what it is.
Okay, that's good enough. Going up in the order, we come to Jonathan, who already did. We get next up Creel. Yeah, that's for Mayor Permittence eyeing me. That's not a good thing. Still, a full defense is a full defense. No need to get jumpy just yet. Dexter.
Dexter is going to make his way downstairs with a stake in hand, moving towards the frenzying Tremere. And I would like to make a perception alertness check to see if any unwanted guests are emerging from the many orifices of this warehouse.
All right, we'll talk about that in a few moments.
That sounds so dirty. You do know that.
That's the point.
Mm-hmm.
Enforcers. Pinky doesn't seem to be doing much of anything except trying to be put out by the sheriff this turn. The other two, well, might be about doing something. Eric. Salvador, you'll be putting Pinky out this turn?
I thought that would have been my celerity action.
Good enough goal, I'll approve.
Cool.
Yeah,
In which case, I'll spend another blood point for celerity this turn. And do you mind me spending my main action to drag Pinky away while I chug the rest of my canteen blood flask?
That'll be fine. I'll ask celerity later. And you're not doing it just yet because first thing on the line. Hey, Mr. Frenzing Brummagem.
Spending willpower point, as I said, and I'm going to be moving into a section I know there's none of us in. Now, I'd be quite certain I'd be, by the time the willpower wears off, as he looks away from her, I'd be quite certain, definitely certain, that I won't be near anyone and the beast won't be able to tell where people are, so I'd be generally safe as a Frenzing person, except for one guy got a stake and started walking towards me. I'm not sure I might be able to see him. But I'm moving away. I'm doing my best, but someone's intent on going over and saying hello to the frenzying guy.
He's obfuscated.
Oh, good. That's fine. I won't be seeing him. But you will see Rafat making a very concerted effort and moving away from where everyone else is.
I will point out that the willpower point doesn't allow you to be quite that calm.
I'm going to try and climb onto the roof where I suspect there might be more of them are. Like a spider monkey.
All right. Moving up.
Heike, are these still celerity actions, or is this a new round?
This isn't even celerity actions just yet. Calm down.
So this is a new round.
New round.
Okay, you kind of skipped over some of us on the lower end.
Rafat declared first. Rafat is the last one to declare, first one to act. Then we drop back down to see what happens.
Yeah, but you didn't ask us for declarations. I did not get asked.
Fair enough.
Leon Harris was going to the...
So once more, because it's a new round. And how close am I to to an outside window?
Right next to it. You've been spending quite some time doing that.
All right, cool. So first off, going to Blood Buff Dex +1. And my action is actually going to be to if I can get to the window, I'll just move on over to it and then maybe break through it. If it's something I have to jump for, well, then I'll roll the jump. Basically, I want to go out on the other side of the window and see what's happening on the outside.
All right.
And
What's your...
technically makes me now on initiative 10.
Nice.
Meanwhile, now we'll roll down those things. Hey, Leon,
Mm-hmm.
how do you feel about Auspic's dice?
Well, now that, let's see here.
The answer is yes. I like them a lot.
Yeah.
Gather the appropriate amount and roll. Difficulty is mere 4.
So roll my aspects and dice. Difficulty.
Yes, no. Auspex. Difficulty 4. All the dice.
So basically, number of dice equal to my points and aspects. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, so that's 2 successes.
Would you like to abort your currently planned actions for a defensive action?
Yes. Yes, I would.
That was a subtle hint.
And then you might want to roll it.
Roll what?
Oh,
The action?
You do not want to be in that locale right this moment, right now. How are you moving yourself away from that locale?
So that locale being the exact position I'm in?
Exact location you are right now in.
And about how far do I think I need to move?
The only thing you're getting, you don't really want to be in that location.
All right, then my move will be now to jump through the window.
yay.
Okay.
And should I roll that, or?
No. We'll... Actually, yes, we'll have to do that now. Rolling.
So what am I going to be rolling?
Dexterity athletics.
Excellent.
You
I'm
can
glad I
move
got to my
faster.
dex. Oh, look.
Oh, wait a second. I'm missing dice. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, and 3. And 10. There we go. 1, 2, 3. And the attack dice is in the attack success is in the amount of 10, I think. But let me give it a short check because I should have it right here. Oh yeah, 10. 4 successes on the attack.
Well, that's assuming it's standard difficulty, 2 successes on the dodge.
Very good. And 2.
What was that?
5 plus.
He's rolling damage right now.
Yep.
Excuse me a second, I'm going to pour myself a gin and tonic.
Have fun. Those ones are really, really annoying when they happen. Though you might not think so. Did you happen to have any armor on?
Yeah, whatever the lightest armor was.
1
So,
point.
yeah, 1.
Do you happen to carry fortitude around you?
I do not.
Well, you can roll 1 die. Hope you succeed.
Yay! Well, if it's an 8 or lower, I do.
Yes, you did succeed. There happened to be some gangrel claws in the location you were a second ago.
Oh, joy. Well, then, while I'm flying through the window, I'll just yell out, "Volkov in the rafters!"
Oh, yay, that's where I'm climbing to. So you'll just see a frenzied Shreer moving towards him. Once I lock onto him, he's like, yep, gonna stab you. Not particularly like you.
And technically, I still have to keep on rolling for my rot Shrek.
I mean, okay, you're a customer, but...
No. I'm giving the red trick. If you succeeded, you succeeded. Move on.
Fair enough.
Of course, if you want to fail at the roll, just let me know. We'll keep it between the two of
You're supposed to
us.
select a total of 5 successes.
I know. But if you want to fail anybody, just let me know. We'll keep it between the two of us. Failing is always an option, especially with rhetoric and frenzy tests. I'm just giving you the option to actually succeed without the dice rolls if you succeeded on the first go. Alrighty, where were we? I have successfully managed to mess up the order in a finely tuned fashion. Enforcers. Oh, there's another guy. Well, that doesn't come into play just yet. Dexter?
I was moving towards Rafat, but he seems to be
double
climbing
back
at this
and
point.
headed up to the rafters from
Climbing.
where
Like a
it all
Oh, let me make a perception.
about a gangrel being in the rafters.
Can I spot him or shall I roll?
Perception, alertness, difficulty +1. You need 4 or more successes.
No, just 1. So I don't see the particular gangrel.
Yeah, that's the catch with the goddamn gangrel. They don't necessarily need the obfuscate that much.
So yeah, I'm on the main floor right now, just looking at Rafat going upstairs and going, oh, damn it. And well, that's pretty much my action. I can't do anything else.
Okay. Creel is going to check the sheriff, move in, and just declaring an action. If something attacks sheriff, I'm going to deck it before it does.
Appreciate it, Creel.
Jonathan?
I think you see the roll I had earlier on perception. What the hell?
Oh, yes. There seems to be a lot more people moving about than there should be. Then again,
Okay, so really
that's what you gathered from the fact that somebody apparently just jumped outside a window on the higher level floor. You think you saw that?
Okay.
You haven't heard anything.
So what I'm hearing is that I hear some of my friends falling and climbing up
No,
buildings.
you do not hear a thing.
You're still deaf.
Well,
You
no.
see someone
There we go.
jump
There
out
we
a
go.
window or getting thrown out of the window. You're not 100% sure. But somebody definitely went out the window somehow.
Well, I should go check that person. He may be in trouble, or he could be one of the enforcers. In that case, I need to bring my dad along.
Okay. And Asher will be back for the next round and next round, unless celerity actions.
Not this time.
Did I spend a blood point for celerity? I believe I did.
I think you went for the... Oh, do declare.
In which case, can I have a go for noticing said gag roll in the rafters?
Perception
Oh no,
levels.
no, wait, sorry. I believe I dragged Pinky away from the fire and I drank my two blood points. So that does use me up because I cannot split normally when you use celerity. So ignore that. Let's go from the top.
Actually, from the bottom, funnily enough. Asher,
No, go on.
declare all the declarations. The last one to declare is the first one to act. Except it gets messy when some people, goddamn enforcers, backstab people at funny times.
Yep.
So, Asher, you're making your way back in. Want to declare actions?
Yeah. Now that I kinda am where I needed to be anyways, I was trying to last time I remember, before the red haze, I should say, I was trying to get on the roof. Is there any
Oh,
roof
there's
access?
somebody hanging from that window over there.
Oh, really? Does it look like a Harris?
Funny thing, it seems to look like exactly like him.
Actually, is that window near where we started off?
Yes.
Like, Leon's going to be looking in, you see the bit where there's a rope neatly attached in case we go out the window. It's just out of reach!
Yep.
God damn it!
Fair enough. My target is still the roof, so if there's any roof access that I can find, I'm going for that first, trying to stealth my way up. Because I still think that this is a hot box. I still think there are snipers around here waiting for us to run out, as I just did.
I'll ask a dexterity athletics out of you at some point. Leon, this is a really bad place to be in.
Yeah.
Really.
Well,
To the best of your knowledge, there might be claws coming out of that window next.
yeah.
Take the knife!
How far is it to the ground?
What did I say? 3 points.
I'd
No,
sub
2
bashing.
points illegal. 2 points.
No. It shouldn't be lethal unless there's like spikes.
No. Bashing.
So you get to 10 points. It's like, oh, it's suddenly lethal now. Suck it.
Yeah. Oh, in that case, sure. I'll drop.
Alright. We'll get back to you. That'll take some time. In a fun fashion. Jonathan.
Is this a new round?
Yeah, that's what you're declaring.
Okay, I also buff stamina.
Okay. Jonathan?
Jonathan wants to escort the Lady Torador out of the building.
Which... Alright. Wait a second. Weren't you going out to check on someone?
Yes, I was. That was just my perception check. Then I realized that the Lady Garcia Martin is still in this fucking warehouse.
Oopsie.
Out here.
Let me just point out for everybody that the enforcers literally cannot retreat until they get into her presence.
Exactly. That's why I'm taking her. I'm going to play chicken with her. That's what I'm doing right now.
Moving her out. Alright. Fair enough. Shield. Shield agree. And that'll happen at some point. Jonathan Creel. There's no visible targets right now. Backing up the sheriff, blocking in case anyone goes for an attack against the sheriff. I'll deck them first. Dexter.
Dexter is going to move near Creel and the sheriff. Again, drawing out his pistol And, should someone try and strike in his vicinity, that guy or girl is going to get a bullet.
This is gonna have some hilarious consequences. Okay. Enforcers, there's going to be some stealth action happening this round. And maybe something very, very fun that doesn't get broadcasted until it happens.
But so if I can see the puny gangrel, I mean, Rafat will still smash puny gangrel, but Rafat can see puny gangrel.
Rafat can see the puny gangrel, but Rafat's about the only one who can.
Yeah, so I can see what he's planning on doing. I'm beat him in initiative. You can PM it to me
Yes,
if you know what he's
yes, very
I'm still
good.
going to smash puny gangrel.
Remember, it's my turn before yours, and I have to declare my action of, I'm going to hold my action for some action to kick off. Now it's your turn, Rafat.
Rafat smash
Wait.
puny gangrel.
Okay, go for it.
I mean, you might actually hear those words. Rafat smash puny gangrel. If you can't have fun.
He goes, what?
Yeah, actually, I can imagine Leon going, "Oh shit, he's frenzying! Get out of here! You don't want to see what happens when a Tremere frenzies. It's not pleasant."
Okay, go for it.
Shanky.
Well, it's definitely within your reach to try for it.
Shanky.
Mm-hmm.
Shank.
And then he'll let me with claws and I'll die. But anyway, let's see how this works out.
Remember, I held my action. I get to see combat. I get to join combat.
Why with the ones?
Sorry,
I still hit him. Yeah, negate my 10s. So, did he do an offensive action?
No, he didn't.
So I shank him nevertheless. Not my finest. Oh, what the fuck? What is it? One damage. What? There's so many ones! I hope he doesn't. He should get some ones. This is an unreasonable. I demand a reroll.
You can take your rerolls and go polish them somewhere.
Bye.
Nice. I believe that triggers off my held action.
Do join a fight. Happening over there in the rafters.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Did you see what my strength and dex score are at? I can jump and nail him to the wall.
You could try.
That's what I'm planning on doing.
Dexterity athletics to make the jump. You have enough dice, I trust, for this one. Yeah.
1,
definitely.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Alrighty. Then,
By God, you can actually jump high enough.
not only can you jump and actually make the movement, you get the opportunity to actually do something besides the movement, namely one strike if you feel like it.
I'm gonna stab him with my knife.
Bad
No.
Salvador, my gangrel.
This is gonna get interesting.
I'm sorry, give me a sec. I'm trying to calculate my dice pool. I think that's it. I'm gonna just take one dice of that, because I don't quite know at the moment. It's a lot of maths. Oh dear God! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 successes to hit.
I think I found out where my luck's been going.
12 successes carry over because there
1,
was no
2,
self
3.
there was no defensive action declared here, so
Sorry, did I say 13? I meant 14.
get on with it.
Okay, so that's 13 extra damage for my successes.
Yes, Mr. Prince, we really tried to take them alive, Mr. Prince.
They're only in torpor.
I'm sorry, this is going to get bad, really quickly. Plus 4 damage with my warded knife. Plus my strength. I
Plus
haven't
one.
spent it. I haven't spent. No, I already included that. I haven't spent any dice to activate potence. Say, ST, how do you feel about 29 dice of damage?
What?
I want to see the roll.
What? You can't be serious. 29?
Yes.
How is that? No, that's not.
You buffed your
This is over.
This is my last round of having super strength.
This is the first time I've been glad to see you rolling ones.
That was a fair amount of ones there. And remember, I also have a strength specialty which applies.
What specialty that would be?
Solid blows. I'm literally going to try nail him.
With that many dice, how is that not solid blow?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Sorry, one. Let me start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
13.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Remember, that guy has a lot of soak dice, so.
Have you ever seen a gangrel just be hit and dissipate into dust?
Let me
That should not be enough to
wait. Let me just point out before I get screwed over. It requires 14 dice a point, 14 levels of damage to outright permanently kill final death somebody.
Yeah.
I got 11.
So he's just going to be in torpor for.
If he had not taken previous damage.
Exactly.
What?
Oh shit.
If he started on a purest of the streaks, he would do that.
But we didn't hurt him.
He has a 1 point of aggravated damage that you're blissfully unaware of.
That still leaves him 1 point before permanent death.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Divided by 6 is enough to kill a person.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh,
8,
he's
9,
out. 1, 2, 3,
12,
4.
13,
1,
14,
2,
15.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, you didn't kill him. He's in trouble.
Oh, he's in torpor and damn well thorough in it.
Now he's no longer.
He's just caved in from the strike from the sheriff.
And then Rafat's frenzied eyes, now that one is clearly no longer a threat, turn to Salvador, who's very much a threat because there's no one else. Unless the GM is going to feel generous and let me make a self-control check right about now.
Self-control shit roll of holy shit, that guy just caved in spine.
But maybe the beast just kind of goes, not today. I'll find something else to eat.
Kevin, how forgiving were you feeling with a certain Ventru hand?
Well, that's because the target of them was still there. Hey man, you're STing. You can do whatever you want.
Granted, the immediate source of possible aggravations isn't Salvador, so you can make a self-control check.
Oh, I'm gonna
You
start.
can
Even one success is enough to refrain from the suicidal action of
I'm gonna spend a willpower point as you just see the beast in Rafat's eyes as he really tries to pull it back in.
Don't botch.
Punch.
No, I'm good.
No. Fudge. That would have been funny. Hilarious.
I love it when hyperviolence snaps people back into a reasonable frame of mind.
And I was just kind of looking at him, hanging well above the ground, going like, how the fuck did I get here? You're like, okay.
Oh, meanwhile, there's some other actions that need to happen. Rahat's going to be so very, very happy about the sheriff in a few moments.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch me.
No,
I'm
not
about
for
to
a
be
fact.
gunned down, aren't I?
No. People are going to be happy, actually. Yeah. I'm going to call it right here. There's one small thing. Mr. Salvador, some of the Gangrel's clothing seems to be picking a flame.
Oh God, fucking damn it!
2 points.
I'll soak him.
And he'll actually get a solid soak chance even for those points, which he
Okay,
passes.
who's done what to their fucking clothes? Or is
Look,
Alex
look,
sitting
look.
there going, activation senior device whenever somebody gets baked or something?
Have you
That's
seen
exactly
Alex
what's
do
happening.
anything yet?
I soak it.
Okay.
Look, just strip everyone that you meet. God damn it.
Well, the second
And
we knock them into torpor, they go on fire.
yes, they do.
Hey, I got the ones I cared about.
Hey, at this point, I'm going to tell that you are going to be very, very careful for several moments longer to come to the conclusion that that billowing cloud of smoke is going to make it very difficult to keep the fire department from coming over.
Mhm.
Can someone go and activate the, industrial ventilation and just turn off the lights? Is that? Well, I'm asking an out-of-character question for someone who knows industrial areas. Is that possible to do?
Not here.
Okay.
There's
fair.
a reason this place isn't in use while some others are.
Yep. No, that's perfectly fine. In which case, I'm gonna grab a cigarette. You guys get fucking Alec while I'm away.
Well, yeah, we may have bigger
We are
problems after
away
this.
from combat rounds, gentlemen.
I would like to see, using my Auspex, see if I can hear the fucker moving around. Because what else am I gonna do?
Okay.
Actually, I won't use Auspex. I'm just gonna use my acute senses.
I would like to remind people that there is currently an armored bus filled with all kinds of candy inside of
Oh,
it.
yeah, I am moving away from that, but I'm trying to hear.
I would like to remind people that the aforementioned candy bus is on fire.
Yep.
Like very few things in this city have been. Since the
Why
Arabs.
am I worried, if I could see through all the fire, that if I looked into the bus, there'd be an unconscious Alec who's completely in flames because he stopped moving and whatever the hell is like setting him on fire is setting him on fire. Look in, he's like, yep, he died a couple turns ago. Completely not our fault. So I got a success. I don't think that's gonna be enough to pick him up those shuffle away.
Nowhere to be seen. Go ahead.
Okay, we'll get Anton out. I'll see. I probably am able. It's unlikely I'm able to remember his scent actually for so long.
And even if you were able to remember his scent, if he's around with high enough obfuscate, or if he's changed the scent.
Well, I'm going to look for people obfuscated.
The best strawberry tremere ever.
Yep. I understand how obfuscate works. So I'm going to ask Leon to, when we get Anton over to him, see if he can spot Alec. He might be obfuscated.
Are we
Right. While that's
mission at this
happening,
point?
I'd like to, check our cars, our vehicles, our transportation, see if they haven't been messed with.
Those were secured a while away. Those aren't right
Fair
on
enough.
top of us. And those aren't our home ones. Those are stolen. Unless you went
I
around
know.
trashing
I
them.
stole them.
Yeah, unless Alec went around trashing every vehicle in the industrial estate.
But Storyteller, are we out of initiative at this point?
Yeah.
We are out of initiative. We are out of initiative. We are out of
Okay.
initiative. Unless
Then-
something initiates initiative again.
God
Alright.
damn it, Harris, go find that son of a bitch.
Then Dexter will walk up to Pinky, throw her over her shoulder, or on his shoulder, and she'll be obfuscated with him.
Well,
Hey,
let's see. I'm going to. It's your. And I remember that Alec was driving, so first thing I'm going to do. Shit, that thing's on fire. Yeah, I'm running low. I think I've got. It's like, he's probably going to sit there and just rest a minute and go, he was driving. I don't know. I'm not certain I can get in there right now.
Harris, if I was driving, the first thing I would have done is get the fuck out of that vehicle while obfuscated. He can do that. Look for him.
Okay, just going to activate my aspects and look around for Alec.
Do you feel like you want to? Actually, you do not see Alec around.
Actually, at this stage, Rafat's going to sigh and he'll say, every time one of them got knocked out, they caught fire. Because I was near both of them, they got knocked out. Rafat's going to...
Intelligence. Investigation. If the sheriff wants, he can also check that one.
Oh shit, I actually haven't done an investigation. Let me pull up my character sheet.
Because you are the ones who, I think, saw both flame-ups.
Suicide bombers. Da, 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 da.
3?
No, I don't actually have investigation. That sucks. I really thought I invested in that with this character. Never mind. I'll just roll 3
Time
dice.
to start thinking about... Nope. Investigation, if memory serves, is a knowledge skill. You don't get to try
I
without.
thought it was a ability. Oh no, you're right. It does come and acknowledges.
But, Rafat.
Yeah.
Part of that clothing was apparently far too flammable for comfort, or then there was something that caused it to flame up on the facial features and chest. But, when you've seen 2 fires start on the face...
Can I examine their face gear? To figure out what the hell's up with it?
Yes, you can.
I would like to remind Pinky is now disappeared.
It's fine. I've gotten we saw you picking her up, and that's-
Well, you saw her. Well, I was still obfuscated, so yeah, you saw her.
let's be honest, you're
obfuscated.
picking somebody up that would have broken when you started, lugging people over your shoulder.
Want me to roll wits plus stealth?
It's gonna be really hard since we were standing beside her.
Yeah, roll a d10. Just go for it. You never know.
All right.
Difficulty 9, actually.
Difficulty 9. There we go.
Nope, I broke obfuscate.
Rogue obfuscate, and you picked her up.
Grand. However, we can look at Anton's one.
Yeah.
Carefully make sure there's no booby traps. That might
Reckon then, fellas, that we still have a VIP in the area.
Yep.
No point moving her, I think, until we're all ready to move. Better way to keep her secure.
So
Good call, Creel.
what's up with the mask, Mr. SD? He's a
Well,
mask.
there seem to be some mechanical parts that, for some strange reason, are no longer very recognizable. But there's some trickery with technology behind those pieces of clothing catching on fire. No magic tricks here. Just
It looks like, and I'll show the circuitry and whatever's inside there. It looks like he set it up that they'd catch fire in case they were caught.
oh, by the way, yeah, somebody soaked successfully with that fortitude. Want to give it a look? To the face?
Yeah.
Right side of the one side of the face burned. He would have to heal up at least at a decent amounts before any recognition could be done. Probably the case with the pinky. The other side of the face, you've never seen that man before. He has the right body build and
Son
general
of
features.
Bitch. I fucking hate Macy.
That's a strange follow-up.
I'm sorry, I've gone up against these guys before.
Hmm.
I'm kind of fuck it, he's Alec. I'm gonna go over. I need to know. I'm gonna go over, and I'm going to basically tear off a chunk of the boss.
No, you're not.
No, boom.
The bus is still on fire and doesn't show any signs of coming down anytime too soon. It has the accurate chemical smell of a... Well,
Okay, well then anyone around will see Rafat was going to go to the boss, but then he just sees how far the fire has gotten and kind of stops. Because there's absolutely no point. I can't even guarantee he got to die. Okay. Well, Sheriff, I suspect he was in the bus because we didn't see anybody coming out and he got knocked out, and the same thing happened to them. It started with them.
Well, fuck, get to fucking work. We got fire buckets over there. This is an industrial thing. There's basic fire safety in it. I'm going to have a little bit of a closer look, and I'm going to use my oil spray.
I'll see if I'm going to can find a hose.
The bus being on fire.
allow me to restate myself. The bus is surrounded by basically superheated air. The bus itself is catching on fire. That heat is beyond a little bonfires.
Yeah.
It's a chemical fire.
Okay, let me rephrase. Due to the weight of a body or corpse and how this thing is already gone, and the fact that most of the bottom window is already shattered when I flip the damn thing over, I'm going to throw another 3 points of blood points into my strength, and I'm going to shake the fucker out if he's in there, and I will quite willingly accept the huge harmful amounts of damage about coming my direction. Sound fun?
Oh my god.
I will throw willpower in to force myself to be able to do it.
Okay, willpower point will allow you to make a courage check, don't fail.
To be clear,
If you want to commit suicide by chemical fire.
It's chemical fire. As long as I lean it that is not coming towards me or doesn't spray on me, I should be good.
once more
I'm
to
quite
reiterate,
familiar with it, the chemical fire. I've been on fire.
I was going to find a hose. When I see what the sheriff's doing, I'm dousing him with. Hopefully, I might get him an extra soak dice or something. I'm just full on hitting him with those. Fuck hitting it. I'm hitting him because I don't want him to die.
You can grab my fire blanket from me if you want, but 3 successes on the courage.
Somebody else can do that. I'm not
All
going
right.
near you. I don't like you that much. I'm trying to keep you alive.
Fire blanket.
But yes, I'm familiar with chemical fires. I've been in a chemical fire. I've been on fire. It's not that pleasant, but it's quite interesting how it works.
Well, do you have fortitude?
Yes, I do.
This would be a good time to roll it.
Does he-
The armor still applies for protecting me, but it's going to be wrecked after this one.
Does
Retardant does not equal fireproof.
It does not equal fireproof, but it's still going to have to burn through my clothing to actually get to me. Like I said, it's going to be wrecked after this round.
does he get an extra dice of soak maybe for the fact he's getting hosed with water?
I'll give you one extra die for that.
That's 4 dice of soak.
3 dice. But that's enough.
Okay, cool.
I'm upping the difficulty a little bit, but
Oh, that's
for a
very
reason.
fine.
You are shaking ashes. Trashted is on fire, and Trashted was on fire but didn't turn to ash. And lots of flammable items that are being flammable as we speak.
That motherfucker out.
Okay.
There is nothing resembling a human there.
Doesn't matter.
I would like to remind people that this is the kind of stuff that will draw fire department attention in a very short order from this point onwards.
And it's much better we make away with all the corpses and not leave one lying in the bus.
Yes.
There appears to be no corpses in the bus.
Good.
Are you going to be shaking the bus for a second round?
Did I get the corpse count?
You didn't get any corpses out. No, I'm saying that there should be any corpses left inside.
Question. Does he see the remnants of the white robe or some type of white robe?
There are three variants of color coming out of that boss. The orange of fire, the black of a burnt thing, and the gray of ash.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done.
Time to head on out.
Yeah. Rafat, could you put me out, please? I'm on fire.
I never stopped.
Fire blanket.
Yep.
Hey, Bala, you did good.
Okay, right. Let's get away with the remains that we got.
Yes.
You have 2 people, one of whom is equipped with a face none of you has seen previously.
Let's check the other one carefully.
Hey, can we get the scene forward to where we're in a safe place, not directly in front of the fuck off fire.
Yeah. You make it back to the trench, which seems to be the.
To be clear, before we're bringing it back anywhere as we're going, well, I've got very high security in our domain. I'm going to be checking these guys for bugs. Let's bring that crap with us.
And there is no extra technological stuff on them. I would have assumed you would have taken it off of them at that point, since you checked them already. To the best of your understanding, you are not carrying in bugs.
Okay, guys, the fuck went on there? You guys are better at this than I am.
They knew they had to come. They obviously decided to pick up a few bits of gear before they arrived and cause as much havoc as possible. They have rigged up either he's convinced them or made them think it was their idea to have these flammable things in them.
One second, Rafat. 1 second. Spirit touch the ashes.
What ashes?
The ashes from the bus.
That are on him because he got doused in fucking things.
Might want to do that with Pinky too.
Yes, Pinky.
Let me just double check what I'm pretty sure ashes count as an item. Can they be spirit touched to basically find out their origins, or is that something else?
Do you want to go per piece of ash?
Yeah.
That's gonna take ages.
Well, it's just
We can talk about that OOC side of things.
okay. Fair enough.
If you want to really go through all possible pieces of ash, in
No,
hopes of finding
okay.
one specific piece of ash.
Okay. We'll just go for a random luck roll of random bit of ash that is on me. Sound good?
And what do you want?
I just want to know a little bit of the history of the ash that might be on me, whether it came of to be loaded as a chemical bomb, whether it came from a person, whether it came from stacks of firewood that they loaded in there for God knows what reason.
Currently, it's ash.
Ash came
Whatever
from
it
something?
was, whatever it was before, well, it's no longer that.
Okay, fair enough. Either way, carry on, gentlemen.
Leon, if you have investigation, give an intelligence investigation as well. In the meanwhile.
If we want to go after that secure site tonight still, we should probably get moving. Anton isn't going to be moving anytime soon despite the new face, so we're probably doing with somebody with vicissitude. Or they have some people of similar build, and that's not really Anton, but as to how they know exactly where to go, that doesn't add up. So I guess we've got somebody with vicissitude. And Pinky is staked. Sure, Lady Martin, and there will be happy to keep an eye on him while we go in.
Let's get a move on, gentlemen.
Give me a second. Leon Harris, do you have investigation?
I do not.
Sheriff Salvador, how are you doing for blood?
I'm a little bit thirsty. No offense.
Yeah, Rafat will go into one of the back rooms where we take out the last supply they've actually got there.
Quick question. Is this stressful enough to trigger a derangement?
Most likely.
You suffered from a road trip.
Or roll willpower.
Yeah, I did suffer from fire frenzy, but there's obviously 2 dead bodies in front of me, plus 1 very, very ash individual. I think this is stress.
2 staked bodies. Torpid.
Yes.
Fair enough. Still scary as fuck. You want me to roll self-control or willpower?
Self-control, if you think, or courage, if you're thinking about running away.
6. Rafat will come up with 6 blood points for the sheriff.
Oh, thanks.
You're
Sorry, shaking around buses isn't cheap.
Yeah. You're one of our heaviest hitters as well. We can't have you tanking out.
Okay, that's 2 successes to continue on with this crazy, crazy night if we're really going to do it. You see the Moldavian, a little bit tweaked.
Anybody else but Rafat with investigation?
I got 1.
Roll it.
Intelligence investigation?
Investigation from the facts you are aware of.
Okay, it's not a very big dice pool, so you're not going to be impressed.
No,
Well, that's 1
matter.
success.
It's still a success.
What would I roll to try and calm Asherov down a bit?
Subsume the beast, but I don't know if you got level 3 animalism.
Well,
Might not be the best.
if we're talking base attributes ability.
Charisma.
Expression, leadership, intimidating if you just want to tell him to be still, damn it.
Charisma, leadership, perhaps?
Performance occasionally works. So.
Actually, I wouldn't mind trying to increase it. I'll leave the harpy have a go first. Chanting voice and whatnot.
Yes, enchanting voice, charisma, plus leadership. Yeah, that's still 3 successes. Then Dexter will go over to Asher and be like, "You're doing well, Asher. All you need to do now is relax. Things are hectic at the moment, I understand. But you can overcome it, I'm sure."
It's just one of them I know is just Ash. I don't even know who the other two are.
I understand. I understand. But you perform well. Keep that in mind.
Meanwhile, there was a 1 success, so I'm going to give a little heads up that direction.
Mm-hmm.
Asher, the question that Kevin's character Rafat put out to the boys, how would have they known where to go? Only if somebody was telling them, say through an earpiece, where to go.
Then he'll just say, Rafat said something, and they responded. But how do they know where to go?
Because there was a voice talking to their ear.
Yeah, no, they.
But presence is a feeling. How could they?
No. Guys. It could be very, very simple. They could have had earpieces. This guy is obviously well versed in technology. Look at the face masks. We didn't get a chance to check the earpieces yet, have we?
I believe most of the face gear's scorched.
More of the face gear is scorched, along with it any possible speakers directed towards the ear.
Wait, wasn't one
I
still?
know they had a voice in their head.
Look, all I'm saying is, Anton,
Leon?
that might not be Anton. That Anton could be back in Guildford. He could be staked for all we know.
How well do people know Pinky?
Is anyone else here the whistling a bird?
No. Leon.
Yep.
They have a voice in their head, or one of them, I know because I said it, specifically was also listening to voice in their ear.
That's right. It's like, yes, they did have headsets.
I'm assuming the headset's disrupted then, or are they still intact?
They were getting instructions from them.
If one is dominated sufficiently over a long time, it's clandestine. When I've got decent occult, so I'm guessing I notice. If one is dominated over a sufficient amount of time, the dominator doesn't have to be present. They can, over a telephone call, they can instruct somebody to do things.
Well, that was okay. Like I said, we need to get a move on quick. What's the game plan, people?
Oh, you were talking about planes or helicopters and parachuting in.
That's a possible option.
How about we... Let me just have a look at this corpse over here. I'm going to spirit touch Pinky's body.
There you go.
Rafat will be saying, Leon, do you think when we start talking about, could you see if you can get image of this guy, what we're talking about in front of it? Because they can still hear what we're doing. Sorry, guys.
Right. But I'm not
Never mind. No fail, no success.
Alright. And this is going to be difficulty 6 again, I'm guessing?
It's quite a high. Let me just double check. For spirit touching, it's difficulty depending on. Well, we're actually checking a corpse here, so it's potentially between difficulty 4 and lots.
A body that is in torpor, there's a big difference.
Yeah, it is literally a corpse, but we're picking. We're aiming for recent shit. So, what do you reckon, Hike?
Which body are you using?
Um,
No, no,
Cameron?
no, no. You mentioned for yourself as a fail, but Cameron?
I was
Uh,
going for Pinky.
I'm going to attempt telepathy if either of them are still, if Pinky is still conscious.
Pinky was staked, so she's the most likely to be conscious
Okay.
and with it.
You can try for the telepathic, sure.
So, while I know he's doing telepathy, Rafat will be going on saying to her, is like, I want you to focus on who did this to you, not us, but the one who came to Guildford, who's after doing ththese things to you, told you things, made you think about things. You might think of him as your leader, he might be the master. I'm going through various different things, trying to and hoping that it might come across a flash of, I might be able to come at some angles. So
Well.
maybe if I can get a roll to,
Assuming that it's still difficulty 6 for this, and assuming that my insightful, or wait, no, this is intelligence.
Difficulty is actually 2 lessened.
It's 2 less.
Yes,
In
because
which
they
case-
use willpower.
Yep. Well,
okay,
it's
that's an awful lot.
but not 8 because I don't think creative will apply necessarily.
Creative will not apply, however, even someone who is very, very thorough cannot get every possible memory out of someone's head if they want to. So, congratulations, you get to be part of a few brief glimpses into this woman's life, where she is, you know Pinky by face, where she is helping Pinky with a motor that needs to be moved, and she likes Pinky very, very much.
Are you telling Leon that
so
this is
I
potentially somebody Pinky might have been forced to embrace?
Yeah, no, I'll look in and go, come back, and just sort of stare at Pinky for a moment, come back. I think this is one of Pinky's goals that's been embraced.
Okay, that makes things very strange because, summoning.
Yes.
What they done did, good sirs, they fought it. Little do you know that just because someone is summoned does not mean they immediately do. Some people with a might, good fortitude of the mind might simply to say no to that.
At least one.
And if that brief moment of no, they could have warned their cohesive leader or master or whatever the hell, he could have briefly, detained them, staked them, locked them in a cage, whatever, had these 3 whoever's impersonate them and come
But
after us.
in the moment of them gathering, they didn't know the location that the people were being summoned to. At least one being sent, I'm guessing, since we don't recognize either of these 2, Alec might have been sent to actually lead them to location with strict instructions to show up obfuscated, and when he got close enough, then just to completely withdraw, leave the other 2 to do the actual fighting.
There we go, good sirs. Now that wasn't too difficult. I mean to tell you that since the beginning, but you all seem pretty hyped up about the plan.
Oh.
Well, could you also do a quick check? Is that guy in torpor or is that guy dead?
I can see if he gets enough successes, just repeating the same thing of hanging there, fucking sheriff hitting the guy, smack against the wall going dark, and then the sheriff hitting him, smack against the wall going dark, just repeating on a loop. What? That's not right.
So, let's see here. The other guy, he was torpid, right?
Yep.
Well, I can try going into a torpid mind, but I know they're not going to be awake yet.
I just checking if they were a ghoul.
The only thing that he was focused on was a very, and this is what I saw before he came in. He's focused on a very vicious embrace.
Okay. Either way, we guys, gotta get a move on. What's the game plan? Because I'm quite happy to roll all the way back there and have you on the route back trace where the fuck their main hideout was from their goddamn minds and roll it.
Now,
You are the sheriff. We've discussed things previously, but the call in this case is with you.
the problem is that there's simply not enough.
Leon, real quick, come with me here. You remember the buildings you found that you couldn't walk into?
Yeah, no, that
You remember the address of that place? Please do tell us right here, right now. What is that address?
Sure. Writes it down. Here you go. If that's all.
Thank you, Leon Harris. Now, Sheriff, Trio, you guys were talking about something, and Rafat, you guys were talking about something about a plane, like something about a shell drop. I think that's a brilliant fucking plan. You can't just go about using the land routes anymore. Sure? And if we were going to do such a suicidal plan, all we need to do would be to jump at the right timing and for us to get reasonably close to the goddamn building that Leon Harris, you know that we cannot enter. Well, we could not enter as a ghost. Then we stormed the shit out of that place. Okay, so with that, I understand you are to me, blood magic son of a bitch, and so you better know how to take down that wolf for if we need to.
Massive amounts of destruction. However, they could do similar wards against any kindred who were there. However, given the numbers they must have, that would be more difficult for them to set up. Downright inconvenient, potentially.
Right, guys, with our own time, we've got to do something. I like this idea. I reckon we go and do it.
There's one question, though.
Mm-hmm.
Are we
Now,
still...
I'm requesting. Sorry, actually. Sorry, Bram, you go ahead.
It's okay, Jonathan. The question is, are we still going to try and take them alive? They seem to, well, not care too much about the traditions at this point.
That's because they're mind fucked.
Eloquent. Simple.
It's either a problem for tonight, or it's a problem for tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. I don't like extended problems. I like problems solved.
All right. And if we do this, I am fucking thirsty. Feed me now.
Yes, eating might be in order. To be very honest with you, Sheriff.
OOC, we're gonna have to take a part 3 at least to this one.
Yeah. That's what I was kind of getting at.
Okay, I guess we're going to have to take a sojourn for people to hunt. End the scene here.